Hey, it's Insane Rider. Welcome to the channel, The Budget Gamer. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are in the globe. Let's get right into things. Just going to check everything on my tech stack real quick, and we'll dive in. All right, everything's sounding good, looking good. Thanks for connecting and joining in tonight. Let's go ahead and get started. So last night we had a great time. A bunch of us viewers. We went through a number of viewer battles. Great time. Got to see some amazing players, some amazing decks, and just going to kind of continue on with that theme one more night. So I'm calling this Saturday Night Fight Night. So I was mentioning last night that one of my favorite energy decks to play is fighting. And I saw a few fighting decks, and I saw some pretty good spice, some good configurations. And so I'm just going to be asking viewers, if possible, if they could bring some fighting decks to some matches. I'll be also playing fighting decks. If I don't have anyone queued up ready to go, I'll just be doing the versus event and playing a variety of fighting decks. I think I got 4 or 5 ready to go that I put together today. Maybe I might make some adjustments on the way. And I'm hoping some of the viewers that I had on the last few nights will jump in and join with some of their amazing decks that they had. So again, thanks for joining. It's Saturday Night Fight Night. So looking forward. I've sent out some invites to some family members, hoping to get some matches in. So let's just start right in. Let's see if I have anyone on. So let me go ahead and put into the chat. It's going to be budget game, all lowercase. So BUDGET, budget game, all one word, all lowercase. And that's what I'll be using tonight to queue up matches. Feel free to go ahead and start queuing up. You may end up getting me. You may end up getting somebody else if we have multiple viewers queuing up. But let's go ahead and dive in. So I'm going to do versus private match. I'll take a peek to see if anyone's on. Oh, real quick, water coin flips was what I finished with last night. I'm going to start off tonight with, I call this one my Gollum Spice. I think I'll play this one a few times through to get things started. I just finally got a second Machamp EX, so I'm looking forward to playing that. I haven't really played that deck yet, but let's just see if anyone's out there. So budget game, all lowercase. I'll try a few times to get queued in. If I don't see anyone, I'll just go ahead and start playing some matches until we get some people connected in and going. Just doing an initial search. All right, doesn't look like I have anyone yet, but that's okay. No worries there. I say I have some viewers on. I'll try that one more time, and then if not, I'll go ahead and dive into a couple of versus match while we get some viewers on and connected. So I'm looking for anyone who's got any type of fighting deck. The spicier, the better. Just to try things out. I'm going to try a couple of different fighting decks out myself. Starting off with my Gollum deck, with just a little bit of a hint of spice in it. Let's see if we can get anyone started. Okay, so let me just go ahead and jump into some matchmaking. All right, so real quick, I'll go ahead and go through this Gollum Spice deck just to give you an idea of what I'm up to with this one. So I've got 2 Geodudes, 1 Hitmonlee, 2 Graveler, 2 Gollum, and a Marshadow. So I've got 1 Marshadow and 1 Hitmonlee. And then I've got 1 Wall, 1 Druddigon. Then I've got 2 Potion and Next Speed, 2 Pokeball Professor's Research, 2 of those, 2 Brocks, a Sabrina, and a Leaf. All right, so with that said, let me go ahead and dive into a match. And with that, we'll get started. All right, so up against a level 17 player. Scythe 17. testing out a new overlay tonight as well. I've made a few adjustments to the overlay. I hope it's well received. And on my second night of my new mic, so I'm really excited about that. All right, so I've got a Geodude, so Geodude to the active spot. And with that, I'll start the battle. So again, the intent for tonight over the next 2 or 3 hours is just to get some viewer matches in, if possible. People bring in their fighting decks to the matches. And if we get enough viewers, I'm sure viewers will be battling each other as well. With that, so let's see where I'm at. So I've got a Geodude on the active spot. I'm going to go ahead and play a Pokeball. That gives me a second Geodude. I'll go ahead and put another one of my dudes down on the bench. I've got a Leaf, an X-Speed, a Potion, and a Graveler. So with that, I'll go ahead and start the match. Now, I see a mistake when I was building. Let me go ahead and concede out of this match real quick. I see fire energy in my zone. That would be a mistake. I had just reconfigured it from a fire deck over. I thought maybe I didn't save. Let me just send a thanks real quick. Let's fix this real quick. I wish things would work a little different when it comes to that. Oh yeah, it had all kinds of energy in there. That would have been a mess. So let me go ahead and glad I caught that early. Save that. And with that, I'll start again. Versus match and event match, and calling this one my Golem Spice. I know I have a lot of viewers and subscribers from India and Indonesia. Not sure, if they're able to, perhaps they know English, perhaps not. Perhaps they can have some type of translation. But if not, I always ask this for a reaction or anything like that. And you're always welcome to jump into a match as well. All right, so Hitmonlee to the front, to the active spot. I've got Golem and Graveler on the bench in my hand. Got a Pokeball and Professor's Research as well. All right, so I see a fighting energy on the other side. So here we go. Random match, and I'm already up fighting versus fighting, kind of what I was looking for tonight. Mankey, Focus Fist. So I have a Primate Mankey deck that I'm going to play a little bit later. And I looked at this Mankey card here. 1 energy, 50 points of damage. Sounds pretty amazing, but it's a coin flip. And if you follow any of my streams and watch me coin flip for Misty, Kangaskhan, anything that requires a coin flip, I'm horrible at coin flips. So I elected not to go with that Mankey. And I also elected not to go with the Mankey that does self-inflicted damage. I just went with the regular Mankey that just has a 20-point attack with 1 energy. Figured I'd give that a go. So I'll have that deck a little bit later tonight. Nothing else I can do, so with that I'll end my turn. But, I thought about this Mankey that I'm facing off against right now, because at 50 points of damage, 1 energy basic, there's a KO potential there with a number of 50-point basic Pokemon. So I thought, well, it could be. But again, I elected not to go with the coin flips. But let's see how my opponent does. And there they go. So that's the way to do it. A nice 50-point strike right out of the gate. That puts me within a KO distance for them. All right, so I'm struggling a little bit to get something happening on the bench. My opponent's in the same position I am. I'm going to go ahead at this point, considering they don't have anything on their bench yet. I'm going to go ahead. Well, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and X-Speed back. Let's go ahead and retreat back. I'm going to hold on to that point of energy. And I got Marshadow to the front. And I'll end my turn. Okay, so hopefully my opponent gets some... Okay, so they've got a Mankey Marshadow. So good little fighting... They've got Geodude. So we've got almost perhaps some type of mirror match here. However, I didn't go the Mankey Primate route, and they have a wall. Okay. So very similar deck. Here comes the coin flip. And they didn't get this turn. All right, so no attack that time. So with that, I'm going to start off. I'm still struggling for the energy I'm looking for. I'm going to go potion there. At this point, I'm going to assign this point of energy to Marshadow. I've got Graveler and Golem. I'm just waiting for Geodude, and I'll end my turn. Hey, thanks for joining Animotion. Yeah, I'll catch up with you right after this match. I'm actually playing against just another, not someone from the stream, but just happens to be from a random versus match, and they happen to have a fighting deck. They've got a good early lead on me. Got Marshadow wounded. I got Hitmonlee. There's a Pokeball. Let's see if I can get my Geodude. So I've got my Geodude. My opponent's got their Graveler already with 2 energy. So they're definitely in the driver's seat. I'm going to go ahead and... I wish I had an X speed. I don't have an X speed. I'm going to apply this point of energy to Geodude. With that, I think I'll go ahead and... I'd rather give up my Hitmonlee, so I'm going to go ahead and retreat back and put Hitmonlee to the front. And with that, I think I'll go ahead and do a stretch kick and place that on Graveler, maybe work down Golem a little bit. Let's see how this goes. All right, so we've got red card. All right, well, I've lost a few good cards. I'm not the biggest fan of red card. It seems to hurt more than help, at least in my instances. But that took away my Graveler and my Golem, so that was a great play on my opponent's part. Brought me Brock back, but unfortunately with no Golem in sight, my opponent definitely has a huge advantage now. Golem to the active spot. They're going to play Brock, so they're almost playing the exact same deck that I have. They just, unfortunately, for myself, had a much better dealt hand. That gives them the early lead, but I won't give up. I'll see what I can salvage. I'll put Geodude to the front. And with that, I have a wall finally. So Druddigon to the bench. However, I'm not able to... I need 2 energy to retreat, so at this point, it's looking not very good for me. I'll go ahead and put this energy on Marshadow. Go ahead and throw a heal on Marshadow. And with that, I'll go ahead and attack the Golem. With the fact that Golem has that negative shielded damage, which in this case is 30, didn't really do much. Golem's going to start cleaning house. There's two down. And at this point, I'm pretty much... there's nothing else I can do. So I'll go ahead and concede the match, since I have a viewer ready to go. I believe that's Benson, so I'm looking forward to getting a match in with Benson. So Benson, I'm going to go ahead and queue up. It's a budget game, all lowercase. All right. So it'll be budget game, all lowercase. I'll go back and go into private match. Enter our password. Budget game, all lowercase. Okay, let's see if I can find Benson on the other end. And I'll go ahead and type that in the chat as well. Okay, I have that in chat as well. I'll just try that again. So looking to queue up for some Saturday night fight night, focusing on fighting decks if possible. But if not, you're welcome to bring anything. I'm going to be focused on fighting decks. I have 4 or 5 to highlight tonight. Okay. Just one more time. I'll give an emotion one more attempt, and then I'll maybe try to. Oh, it might be slow. So the password is budget game, all lowercase. So BUDGETGAME. So it's just under versus private match. Budget game. Oh, I see the problem. Hold on. I see an uppercase. Snuck in there. That's my bad. So budget game, all lowercase. I bet you this will work a little better. There we go. I apologize for that. All right, Bob44. I recognize that name. All right, so it's myself against Benson. I know I got a couple of family members connecting in tonight. All right, so I've got coin flip of heads. Looks like Benson, I see fighting energy in his zone as well. I'm going to start off with the wall up front. Intention behind that is to build up, give myself some time to build up Golem, who needs 4 energy. I'll put a Marshadow on the bench and a Geodude. I have Leaf in my hand, so that's a great start for the retreat. And with that, we'll go ahead and start. All right, so Benson starting off with the Machop. I just finally got 2 Machamps, 2 EX, so I'm actually looking forward to playing that deck tonight. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Professor's Research. See if Professor Oak can bring me anything. All right, I got a Hitmonlee. I've got a little bit of everything, so I think I'll go ahead and explore this. So I'll put Hitmonlee down as well. And with that, I'll end my turn. All right, so I see fighting within fighting for both Benson's active energy zone and his Q. A Professor's Research as well. Okay. Machop has 1 energy assigned. So far, Benson's bench is looking a little sparse, so hopefully he gets some more Pokemon soon. All right, so that's 80 points and then a 20-point return. Druddigon has a 20-point Rough Skin, which is a great deterrent for a wall compared to some of the other walls. All right, I'll go ahead and put a point on. At this point, I'll start off with Marshadow, just because Marshadow has the Revenge attack, 100 points of damage on a KO. So I like to have 1 energy on Marshadow and just kind of hang tight there. With that, I'll go ahead and end my turn. So you'll only see so far fighting energy coming out of my energy zone, so there's no way I'll be able to power up Druddigon to actually attack. I have done that, though, in the past where I've had fire mixed in, or water, but typically I don't try to power up Druddigon. So there's Machoke. There's a nice sand shrew on the back. All right, Giovanni. Machoke's got 2 energies, looking at a 50-point attack with Giovanni 60. So my wall's pretty far down. All right. So Benson's working away. My wall's trying to hold tight. So I'm going to start with Professor's Research. I've got 2 Golems now, but I'm missing my Graveler. With that, I'll go with a point of energy on Geodude. I've got a Pokeball, so I'll go ahead and use that. Bring another Pokemon to my bench. or to my hand. Okay, I got a second Geodude in my hand. I do have the opportunity to use Potion, but with a 50-point strike, it doesn't really make sense. So with that, I'll end my turn. All right, so Bob44, Benson, off to a good start. My wall's not doing bad, though. My wall is returning some damage with each attack. There's a good heal for Machoke. Vincent looking through things. He's got a third energy. There's a Mankey to the bench. Machoke's just one evolution away from a Chimp. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll put my Marshadow to the front. With that, there's Brock, but I don't have a Golem up to power up Brock. But I will do Marshadow. So Marshadow has an attack called Revenge. It starts off at 40, but after a KO, it goes up to 100. So I'm going to go ahead and issue that attack. And Benson unfortunately loses his Machoke. Now it's only 1-0. It's still early in the match. And if you've followed any of my streams, you know that I'll be up 2-0 all kinds of times. And I still find a way to lose things. So, all right, so Sandshrew's got a point of energy, 70 health. There's a Cubone to the bench. Nice looking card, Benson. Cubone looking really good. All right, just kind of thinking through the options right now. And Sandshrew with an attack. Okay, so I finally got Graveler. So I'm going to go ahead and do an evolution of Geodude to Graveler. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and place the second point of energy on Graveler. I'm going to go ahead, since I got two Golems, I'm going to go ahead and put a Geodude down on the bench. And with that, I think I will go ahead and attack. Now this, without the KO, is only 40 points. But Marshadow is a great card. It's a great fighting card. Does really good in a lot of fighting decks, especially if you have like a two-stage evolution. And you want to have, a couple extra Pokemon, a couple extra basic to protect your bench so you don't get caught without any. Marshadow is a great card for that. Okay, so Benson's looking over his options right now. He's got a Cubone in the back with one energy. He's got a Mankey. And then he's got a Sandshrew up front. And there's another good attack. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with a Pokeball. Pokeball says there's nothing else I can pull out of my deck, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to Graveler there. I'll place Brock. Brock can help out Golem. I'll put this energy on Golem as well. And with that, I'll attack with Marshadow. Okay, so we got a really good match going so far. Thanks to Animotion, or Benson, for helping me get things started tonight with some battles. Tonight is Saturday Night Fight Night. Trying to focus on fighting decks. However, if you have another favorite deck that you like to play, maybe it's a water deck or a dark deck, any energy, any type of deck, a fast play deck, I welcome you to bring any of the decks to matches. If you do have any fighting decks, we're just I'm looking to kind of explore fighting decks tonight. All right, so there's a coin flip. There's a Mankey for 50 points a hit. Good strike there. All right, so with that, I will going to go ahead and put a point of energy on Hitmonlee. And I'll go ahead and do a revenge attack. So we got 2-1, so it's a pretty close game. Both Mankey and Marshadow are down to 10 health. I've got my Golem on the bench just ready to go, but right now I'm just having him kind of enjoy the match. It's a good match. Q-Bone's powered up with 2 energy. All right, here comes another coin flip. Wow, Benson's on a roll for the coin flips. That ties it up at 2-2. So we definitely got a good match going right now. I'll go ahead and bring Golem to the active spot. There's another Graveler, but with that, I'll just go ahead and attack. And I sneak out a win on that one, 3-2. Good match, Benson. Good match, Animotion. All right. Marshadow was doing the heavy lifting for me. Go ahead and send a thanks to Bob44. All right. So, again, queuing up viewer matches. I'll do some viewer matches. If by chance I don't have anyone who's watching who wants a match, then I'll just play some regular versus against other players. All PvP tonight. And then check back in. So it's a budget game, all lowercase. I've got to make sure I got it right this time. So I had an error earlier. But budget game, I had a typo. All lowercase. Yeah, Animotion, great game. That was a close one. So I'll go ahead. I know I've got some other viewers on. Let me see if anyone else wants a match. And then if not, Benson, if I don't grab anyone in the queue, maybe we'll go for it again. All right, so here we go. Just looking for right now. Okay, let's see if I find anyone. I'm just searching. I know I've got some viewers on, but there's no... Nope. All right. Animotion, if you'd like to try another match, I know you... when we were chatting earlier, you've got a dark deck. If that's your favorite, you're welcome to bring a dark deck to a match. If there's anyone else on who also wants to queue up, now, depending on how many we have, you might end up queuing up with someone else, another viewer, which is okay too. But let me go ahead and I'll fire off again. Budget game, all lowercase. All right, I got Nico this time. All right, so Nico's Nick. Nick, thanks for joining the stream. Nico and I battle all the time. Another family member, so I'm off to a great start. I got 2 family member battles going. Let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and play my wall. I'm looking over at Nick's side of the table. I see water energy, so I'll put Geodude down. So Nick might be bringing like a Starmie EX, maybe Articuno. I know he plays a lot of water. I know he's really good at it as well. All right, so I've got a Pokeball. I got a Leaf, which is perfect for my wall to retreat. And I have Geodude. So let me start off with Pokeball. Second Geodude. I will probably... I wouldn't mind a Hitmonlee and a Marshadow. So maybe I'll hold on to Geodude for a moment. I don't have anything else really to do, so with that, I'll go ahead and end my turn. Nick gets the first energy assignment. Let's see what he has in store for me. So he's got Staryu in the active spot. He's going to Sabrina forward my Geodude, so he knows that I'm going to be trying to work on Golem. Let's see. So he pulled a Pokeball. Going to put somebody else, a Squirtle, to the bench. Okay, very nice. Could be looking at a Blastoise deck. And with that, there's a 20-point strike on my Geodude. Okay, so I've got Hitmonlee. We'll definitely put a Hitmonlee on the bench. That's a part of what I'm looking for, is I want to have, if possible, or if I need to, a little pressure on the bench, especially from a retreating Pokemon. I've got a 20-point strike against me. I'll go ahead and put 1 energy on Geodude. He's going to need 2 to retreat. So, and with that, I'll go ahead and heal him a little bit. I'm still holding out on my other Geodude. Would prefer to put a different Pokemon. I'd rather have Marshadow down on the bench. So, like to have a good little complement, a good little suite of Pokemon for a number of different potential outcomes. All right, so let's see what Nico has in mind. Staryu is down to 30, probably looking for that evolution. He's going to go ahead, looks like he's going to throw a heal. Got Squirtle on the bench. And with that, let's see what he has. Okay, a second Staryu. So he just must be searching for his Starmie EX. Oh, and he's going to play red card on me. All right, good play, Nico. Let's see what I get. I get a Golem, a Potion, and a Professor's Research. Okay. Nico's just kind of thinking through things right now. And thanks again, everyone, for joining the stream tonight. Just have viewer battles going. I'm highlighting fighting decks. If you have a fighting deck, that's great. But if you have something else you prefer to play, that's completely cool as well. All right, so I'm going to start off with Professor's Research. I did get a Graveler, so that will definitely help out. So I'm going to go ahead and do an evolution of my Geodude to Graveler. With that, I'm going to go ahead and throw a Potion down on Graveler. Now, Graveler has a 3 energy retreat, so that's a hefty one. So 2 energy assignment, and with that, I'll go ahead and do a lunge. So Nico's Staryu is kind of holding it down in the front. It's pretty well wounded right now. We got Squirtle in the back with 1 energy. I also have another Staryu. Wow, Nico's playing a second red card. Really kind of he just took away my my Golem. No, but I got my Golem back, so fortunate there. There's another heal for Staryu. 20 more points. And let's see what Nico has in mind. He's going to go ahead and retreat back and bring the Squirtle to the front. Okay. Just thinking through things. Signs a point of energy. And attacks. Great looking card, Nico. All right, so there's a Graveler. So I'll go ahead and put, at this point, I'm going to put Geodude down on the bench. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my Graveler to Golem. Go ahead and play a Pokeball. Definitely looking, I'm in need of Marshadow, but because I have a second Graveler, I'd rather at this point go with a second Geodude. I'm going to go ahead and assign a 3rd energy point. I haven't seen Brock yet. I really could use Brock right now. But with that, I'll end my turn. All right, so just some Saturday night fight night. I'm highlighting fighting decks. Thanks, everyone, for connecting in and joining. Let's see here. Nico thinking through his options. And he's going to attack. Another 20-point strike. All right. So it looks like I'll finally be able to get my Golem active. Professor's Research. Got an X speed and a leaf. So I'll go ahead and assign this second, really my 4th point of energy, which allows me to go ahead and strike. I got X speed, nothing else I'm going to do. So with that, we'll get the party started with the first score of the match. So Golem strikes for, there's 2 Golems. There's one Golem that has more health, but takes 50 points with every strike. I think it has 150 health, and it takes 50 points of damage. It does more damage as well. And then there's the newer Golem that good Sabrina play by Nico. I think what I'll do is I've got Leaf, so I'll go ahead and put my wall into the active spot. I can use Leaf for the retreat, but this Golem is the one that I prefer. It has a little less health, a little less damage, but it doesn't wound itself in the process. All right, Staryu with attack. Drudagon with the rough skin, which its ability at any point is to do damage back. With that, I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll play Leaf to retreat back. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring Hitmonlee to the front. Going to retreat back. Hitmonlee to the front. I'm going to assign Hitmonlee a point of energy. And going to do a stretch kick to the back of the bench. All right, so got a good match going. I'm up 2-0, but with Nico, I know that he can score a lot of points quickly. Let's see what he's got. There's a Lapras CX. All right. Took a little while. Nico, unfortunately, probably didn't get the best dealt hand he needed. It looks like his stronger cards have been pretty far down in the deck. There's a good move there to move out Staryu. But with that, what I'm going to do, I finally got Brock. But what I'll do is I'll finish up with a stretch kick to the retreating Staryu. That's the beauty of Pokemon that can attack the bench, is you can kind of catch those retreating. So great match, Nico. Good job. Looks like your stronger cards were just now finally coming out. That's a good overall match, though. Thank you, Nico. Let me go ahead and send a thanks. All right. I know I have a few other viewers on Animotion. Are you still there? Animotion, if you're still there, we can take a turn and queue up a match. We'll give it a moment to see if Animotion's still on. Good battle, Nico. That was a great match. Okay. Just tonight's... all right, Animotion, if you want to go ahead and queue up. And then after that, Nico, I'll catch up with you. We'll give Animotion another match, and then Nico after that, you and I can queue up again. All right, so... Oh, you're battling Nico. Okay, yeah, go ahead and go for it. Have a good match. I'll go ahead and see if there's anyone else queued up. But viewers against viewers, that's good too. Well, off to a little bit of a slow night, but we'll see how it goes. It's Saturday night, though, of course. Everyone's got a lot of things going on. I'll take a look, see if I know I have some other viewers on, but if there's no other viewers who want to have friendly, non-competitive matches, I'll go ahead and move on to the Versus. Okay. Just going to go back to event match. I'll continue on with my Golem deck. All right, level 27 with the Mew icon. Okay. So far, it's a good family night going on. Got Benson and Nick battling each other, so it's all in the family tonight so far. There's my new Charizard coin. Really liking the intensity of that the card backs, the sleeves, the coin, the playmat, everything. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put my wall to the front. I did get a Hitmonlee. I'll put Hitmonlee onto the bench. And with that, I'll start everything off. Okay, Celebi EX, Celebi EX, and Snivy. So great initial deal for my opponent. They've got their 2 EXs already out, and they got Snivy. All right, I'm going to go with the Pokeball. There's Marshadow, so I'll take Marshadow. All I'm missing right now is my Geodude. Not going to do anything with Sabrina, so I'll go ahead and end my turn. Thanks again, everyone, for joining tonight. Saturday night fight night. I'm focused on fighting decks. If any of my viewers have fighting decks and want to join in, that's great. But any deck is good. Okay, so with that, I go ahead and assign my first point of energy to... I think what I'll do is put this energy point on Marshadow. I've got my bench with Hitmonlee. I've got a Graveler and a Golem. I'm tempted to go after Snivy, however, I don't have a leaf. And then on top of that, it'll probably evolve before I can really get to it. All right, so we got Caterpie, so we're looking for a good... this could be a really good grass healing deck. We could see Erica. We could see Butterfree. Mixed with Celebi EX could be a great deck. Here's Coin Flips. Celebi's already off to the races with a 50-point strike. Druddigon returns a little bit of the favor. There's my leaf now. At this point, I think I'm gonna let to see if my opponent really wants to go after Druddigon a little bit. So with that, I will assign a point of energy over to Hitmonlee. I'm still missing my Geodude. Where's my Geodude? I'm not going to throw a heal. So with that, I will end the turn. All right. So Celebi EX is at 110. It's going to throw a heal. All right, so back up to 130. Here comes a good coin flip. And there's a tails, heads, tails. Well, that's enough to get it done. That'll allow me to put Marshadow to the front. Now I'm just going to be 10 points shy. I need some Giovanni action. Not going to happen, though. I will assign this second point of energy. With that, I'll use a Pokeball. I'm looking for Geodude. There's Geodude. Go ahead and make that assignment to the bench. And with that, I'll go ahead and do a 100-point strike. However, I'm just 10 points short. Let's see what my opponent has in mind. Are they going to try to go up 2? Oh, they're powering up Celebi EX, so they're going for it. Four coin flips for my opponent. There's one heads. And they got just what they needed. Very nice. All right. So with that, I'll go ahead and put my Geodude to the front. I've only got one energy, so I'm going to go ahead and place this energy here. That's a 20-point strike. Now, if I was to evolve to Graveler, I'd give up this opportunity. So I'm going to have to miss out on it. I'm not going to use Sabrina, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and tie the match up. My opponent's still looking for Servine and Superior, so they haven't been, and we haven't really seen, what is it, Metapod maybe next? So it looks like their evolutions haven't really come through for them yet. But there's a second Celebi EX, so they had a great deal in the beginning. I could really use Brock right now. There's an energy assignment right there. A second Snivy to the bench. Professor's Research. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm really looking for Brock. There's Brock and Golem. So with that, I'll go ahead and do an evolution. I'm at 100. I'm going to be just in the range. There's 2. I still need 4, so Golem needs 4, but I can get that on the next turn with Brock. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay back a little bit. And with that, I'll go ahead and lunge. It doesn't make sense to start stacking energy, because then they're going to know what's for sure what's coming. So I'm just kind of laying back a little bit. Definitely within striking distance, Servine. Here's their opportunity. If they can get 2 heads, they'll win the match. Let's see how it goes for them. It's all down to the coin flips. Heads? Heads. Well, I couldn't... I was hoping for a tails there, and I would have been able to finish the match off. So good match. Came down to coin flips. I just needed 1 tails. I would have been able to bring out Golem, power it up, and strike for 120, but unfortunately, the 2 heads on the coin flip lost it for me. All right, good match by my opponent. At this point, I'll send a thanks. And let me see. I know I've got some other viewers on, so just Saturday night fight night. I'm highlighting fighting decks. I actually have 4 different decks to try out tonight. I've got one I'm calling just regular Fighting Spice. That one's a kind of Marshadow centric deck with Hitmonlee. I've got a Aerodactyl EX, kind of one of the more common meta versions of the Aerodactyl deck. I have a Machamp deck. I've never played Machamp before. I just finally got my second Machamp EX, so I built that one out today. I'm looking forward to playing that one. Golem, which is what I'm actually playing right now. And then I have the typical Primate Kabutops deck that initially was pretty popular early on when the game first came out. So with that said, I'll go ahead and let me just see if there's anyone who's ready to battle. I know I've got a number of viewers on. It's fun just to watch. If you want to get in a match, I'm just going to put in the passcode. It's budget game, all one word, all lowercase. So lowercase BUDGET GAME. And I'm just looking, I'm not overly competitive. It's not like an intense match or anything. It's just for fun. Just kind of exploring this fighting deck and looking to see if anyone else has any kind of cool, different, unique, spicy fighting decks, or really any deck in general. I've always enjoyed viewer battles, regardless of what they bring. All right, Dodgers092. Hector must be out there, lurking, ready to go. If I remember the names right. Okay. And if it is Hector, Hector always is a great match. He definitely brings the spice sometimes. I'm hoping maybe a little later, maybe I'll get to see Magic connect in. Magic, I really enjoyed battling with him. Got to meet him last night. 20,000 card collector. He pretty much has it all, everything. So just literally playing against him, I get to see all the amazing looking cards. So that in itself was really enjoyable last night. All right, Dodgers, it looks like I'm lagging a little bit. So I don't know, the last few nights in the evening, the Pokemon TCG Pocket servers have been kind of slow when it comes to queuing up matches. I know I've got Animotion and Nico on as well. Looks like they were battling. Oh, hey, Damien. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm trying to queue up with Hector right now. Let's try that again, Hector. Let's just see if we can make it happen. Everyone just be aware that it's budget game, all lowercase. And you might get me, you might actually get another viewer, but it's all good. Right now I'm playing a Golem deck. I'm going to actually transition into another deck here shortly. I'm highlighting all fighting decks tonight, but anyone's really can play anything they want. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and queue up again. Let's see if I can find Hector again. All right, so let's try this again, Hector. Let's see if we can beat the server. Tag team up to see if we can actually match up this time. There we go. So, Damien, I'll catch you on the next match for sure. Pikachu EX Jolteon. Oh, I'd like to see that one. All right, so I've got a wall I'm going to put to the front. Let me go on mute for just 1 sec. I'll type the passcode in. Okay, coming back off of mute. So it's budget game, all lowercase is the password or the passcode. All right, let's see what we got going. Let me get caught up. I don't have anything else to do. And Poniard. So we got a metal deck. Nice. Metal coming our way. I've had some great matches with Hector over the evenings. Let's see what he has in store for me tonight. Thanks again, everyone, for connecting in. Just doing viewer battles. Saturday night fight night. I'm focused on fighting decks, and I'm kind of curious. If you do have a fighting deck, please feel free to bring it out. I'd like to see it. However, feel free to play anything you really want to play. I've got 4 or 5 decks queued up. After this match, I'll probably go ahead and transition into my next one. I've already been playing this one for almost an hour. All right, Hitmonlee to the bench. I've got a Golem, a Brock, Sabrina Potion, and I get my first energy assignment. I'm going to go ahead and give this energy to Hitmonlee. I have a leaf in here specifically to pair up with Drudagon. Let's see if I pull it, and that will save my energy assignment for something else. If I have to actually put energy on Drudagon, of course, I only have fighting in my energy zone, so there's no way I can actually power it up. All right, there's the heavy metal madness I see in the back. Very nice. Already, look at that. Let's take a quick peek. Metal, stage 1. Takes negative 20 points from attacks, 120. Almost like playing Golem, basically. That's really very similar to Golem. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead, and I've got my X speed. I've got Hitmonlee. It wouldn't make sense for Hitmonlee. Well, Hitmonlee could start picking on Metal, but I think what I'll do instead is... Yeah, here's what I'll do instead. So I'll go ahead and play Sabrina. That's going to force Metal Madness to the front. I've already got my point energy on Hitmonlee, so I'm going to play my point energy here. I'm going to go ahead and use an X speed. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and retreat back. I'm going to put Hitmonlee to the active spot. And the whole reason for Hitmonlee is to kind of chase after wounded Pokemon. So with that, I'm able to chase after and take out that Poniard. All right. Dodgers 092 back up and going. Should be a great night for battles. Saturday night, fight night. I'm highlighting fighting decks. This is my last match with my Golem deck. And then I'm going to transition into one of my other... I've got 4 or 5 fighting decks on queue for tonight. Metal, working to get powered up. With that, my benches are looking a little on the weak side here. So I'm going to go ahead and assign this point to... Well, first, let's get the Pokeball out of the way. Makes much more sense. There we go. So there's Marshadow. I'll put a Marshadow onto the bench. With that, I'll go ahead and give Marshadow a point of energy. And not a whole lot else I'm going to do. So I'm going to end my turn. Okay. Saturday night, fight night. Dodgers 092 trying to power up that Melmetal. Almost there. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a free shot. So I'm going to, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and retreat back. I'm going to put Marshadow to the active spot. I'm going to go ahead and throw an energy on. Now, we know Melmetal has that -20 for attack, so I'm really only going to do 20 points of damage. But Dodger 092 is really in need of some bench help. Sitting on a ton of cards. Third energy assignment. There's a Sabrina. Okay. I'll go ahead and put my wall to the front. And with that, I got a professor's research now. Dodgers 92 is kind of struggling for bench placement. There's a Geodude, so I'll go ahead and get Geodude going. I might have to retreat at some point, but I'm really going to start looking for energy for Golem. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and power up Golem. Looking at a 120-point strike, so it doesn't make sense to heal. However, I've got Marshadow sitting in the back with a 100-point revenge. So that's going to make things really difficult for Dodgers. There's a nice strike there, and it cancels out the damage. Oh, actually, it wasn't an attack, so I actually would have thought that would have canceled out. That's a good lesson to learn. Marshadow to the front. And with that, we'll go ahead and throw this attack. Okay. -20 down to 10. Got a really good match going. So Dodgers really, there we go. There's a Pokeball. Down to the very last. All right. Got a couple Pokemon on the bench. Okay, let's see what's Melmetal's down to the last of it. Good strike. That puts Dodgers in the lead. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring my Geodude to the front. Now, I have Graveler. I'll go ahead and put this other Geodude to the bench. I have Graveler, but Graveler requires 2 energy. Actually, I do have 2 energy, so I'll go ahead and do Graveler. I'll get that second energy going. And with that, I'll attack. All right, so that ties it up at 2. Got a really good match going. Thanks again, everyone, for joining. Saturday night fight night. I'm playing a bunch of fighting decks. But everyone's welcome to play whatever they would like to do. There's Giovanni. There's a nice 80-point strike right there. Okay, so we've got Golem going to finally join the match. We're going to ask Brock with deliver some energy. And then we're going to put this point of energy here. And with that, we'll attack. So another great match. Thank you, Dodgers 092. Hector, thanks for the great match. All right. So, Damien, hoping you're still on. Let me just check base. I'm going to go ahead and try to get a match with Damien. And then after that, I don't know if I still have Animotion on. Yeah, good game, Hector. That was, you really, for having one card there, you did really, really good. All right. Let's see, Damien. I'm going to go ahead, looking for Damien to queue up. Budget game, all lowercase. Afterwards, if I still have Animotion on, I think Animotion was looking for another match, ended up in a match with Nico, and then after Animotion, not sure if I still have Nico as well. But I'll just try to kind of cycle through. But right now, let me see if I can't link up with Damien. So, all right, Damien, here we go. Budget game, all lowercase. I'm on low latency stream, so there's about a 3 to 5 second delay, just to make sure there's a good quality both on the stream on my end and on the other end. All right, so I've got EV Fan. So I assume, Damien, that's you. All right. Let's see. You're going to play Pikachu EX with Jolteon deck. Excited to see this. Win or lose, this will be a fun match. All right, so it looks like I'm going to start off with Hitmonlee. My only basic Pokemon. I've got Brock, Graveler, Potion, and Pokeball. And with that, we'll go ahead and start the battle. Now, with viewer battles, I've had a couple viewers say, well, I can kind of see your hand. It's like, yeah, that's okay. I don't mind. It's still just all for fun. So, good, bad, or indifferent. It is what it is, but that's what viewer battles are all about. Okay, I mean, I could create a new overlay and not show my hand, but and who knows, maybe someday I'll do that, but I'm not that serious about it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play Pokeball, because I still like to explain my strategy, and so that the viewers can kind of see what's going on. I've got a Geodude, so I'm going to go ahead and place Geodude. Damien already has a Pikachu EX on the front, so that's a good start. With that, I'll end my turn. Pikachu EX, when I looked at the largest tournament, which is Ursa Days, she's really doing a great job. Really just cooking up some really good tournaments. When I looked at her tournament from last weekend, I just like to look at the top 3%. I don't necessarily go through pie chart all, 1,940 competitors. I just really want to know who's at the top 3%, the really, really great performing decks. How are those built? And out of the top 3% of her tournament, Pikachu EX was actually represented the most. All right. There was a 4-way tie with Mewtwo EX, Aerodactyl EX, Gyarados EX, and Exeggutor EX with Celebi. All right, so I've got, I'm going to go ahead and place Geodude down on the bench. I'm looking at a 60-point strike coming my way, assuming Damien doesn't get the third Pokemon. But what I'm going to do is I need to build up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do an evolution to, well, I'll go ahead at this point. I'll assign this point here. And yeah, I've got a second. I'm really kind of torn what I want to do right now. I'll start here. And I'll throw a tackle. Okay, so that throws Pikachu EX down to 80. So I got the advantage on the typing, the weakness typing. So that'll help me out a little bit. There's Jolteon. Pikachu with that second energy. Giovanni going to come in, and that's gonna be enough with Giovanni to knock out my Geodude. All right, that was a good play there. So with that, I'll go ahead and bring Hitmonlee to the front. So Damien's got the early lead. Good play there. Go ahead and hit Hitmonlee with a point of energy. I'm going to work this Graveler in the back, start the evolution for Golem. Got an X-Speed Sabrina. I'm not really making sense for any of those. So with that, I'm going to do a stretch kick, and I'm going to take out Dynamo. All right, so that ties it up 1-1. Got a great match. And just a reminder to tonight, I do have my Discord invite link on the overlay, discord.gg/EBJ5D4E, all capitalized, lowercase qt and capital K. So if you need to get a hold of me or want to chat, my Discord server, I just got that up and going about a week ago. And I've got the non-expiring infinite invite finally figured out. All right, Pikachu with the 30-point strike. There's Marshadow. I'm going to go ahead and put Marshadow to the bench. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and assign Marshadow a point of energy. I've got a potion. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this potion. Jolteon sitting in the back. So Jolteon sitting on 4 coin flips, 40 per heads. Wow. Well, if you follow my stream, you know that I'm horrible at coin flip. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Sabrina at this point. I'm going to really kind of work on that Pikachu. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and stretch kick to the back. Okay. All right, so let's see what Damien's got in store for me. Asking Professor Oak for some help. Going to go ahead and throw out a Pokeball. Looking to basically spawn up a basic Pokemon. Zapdos EX it is. Good play there. Jolteon with its second point of energy. 4 coin flips. Let's see how the coin flips treat Damien tonight. There's a good start. 2 out of 4. That's enough to get it done. There's a good strike right there. All right, so I'll go ahead and put Marshadow to the front. With that, I'm going to draw 2 cards. So I haven't been able to get Golem really involved in going on this. So been kind of struggling on that. So there's finally Golem. However, I'm just going to be sitting on no energy because I'm going to definitely use Marshadow for the revenge attack here. I do have Pokeball, so I'll go ahead and play that Pokeball. There's my wall. I prefer to have the wall in the beginning, but there it is now. With that, I'll go ahead and throw a revenge attack. And that ties it up at 2-2. So we got a great battle going on. Eevee fan bringing it home. Got the Eevee card backs. Got Pikachu back to the front. Got the all the variations of Eevee for the playmat. Okay. Looking for right now, we've got there's 2, so there's a Blitzel. Zebstrika is a great Pokemon for a lightning. Able to attack the bench. Point of energy assignment back there. And there's a great attack. I'm down to 20. So with that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hold. Well, first things first. Let me play Professor's Research. Another Grav. Okay, I got Golem and Graveler. So I'm going to hold on to this X speed. At this point, Marshadow is kind of out of the equation. I'm probably not going to use it again. So I'm going to go ahead and retreat back. I'm going to go ahead and put the wall to the front. And with that, I'm going to place this point of energy on Golem. And I will end my turn. I'm trying to do what I can to kind of distribute this damage. Pikachu's sitting on a 60-point strike. There's a 90-point strike right now with Giovanni. This is what I was gambling. I was gambling one, and maybe Eevee fan wouldn't be able to get that third Pokemon. So, all right. Okay. Got a good match going here. If I take a look here, plus 20 for fighting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Leaf here. Leaf showed up just in time. I'm going to go ahead and retreat back. I'm going to bring Marshadow back to the front. I'm going to go ahead and place this second energy. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and attack. And the weakness typing is what ends up winning it for me. Great match. Great match, Damien. Hey, Peter. Nice to see you. Thanks for connecting in. We just got Saturday night, fight night. I've been playing fighting deck so far. I've just been playing a Golem deck, but I'm actually getting ready to transition on. Great match, Eevee fan, or Damien. Very nice. Great. I like that Jolteon. Definitely a threat for sure. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to switch decks now. I guess don't have to do it for me. Oh, no more Golem Spice. I'm going to go, and I played Fighting Spice last night. So I've got this, I'm going to try this budget deck. I've got a budget deck. Let me play this budget deck right here real quick. See how this goes. Thanks, Damien. That was a great match. All right, so let's see. So far I have Peter on. I haven't had a match against Peter. Peter, if you'd like to have a match, let me know. I have played with Hector, played with Nico, I played with Animotion. I think I'm back around to the front of the list. So Animotion, are you still on? Let me check to see if Animotion would, if so, has been on for over an hour. So that would have been a long time to hang out. Animotion and I had a great match. Okay, so Peter, you're up? Okay. So, yeah, and I don't think I probably have Animotion still here. So Peter next, then if Animotion's still on, that'll bring me back to the front. All right, Peter, it's budget game, all lowercase. Budget game, all lowercase. BUDGET. Budget game, all lowercase. All right, so I'm going to try to queue up a match against Peter. Go ahead and hop in. And let's see. I'll hit battle. I'm looking for Grizz. Searching right now. I've been some really great matches, so I'm just playing this is going to be my Mankey Primate budget deck. Let's see, budget game, all lowercase. I'm not connecting to you, Peter. If you, oh, there we go. Oh, I have someone else, Ditto. Hey, Ditto, thanks for joining. Peter, I'll connect you on the next one. Okay, who might be Ditto? Ditto, if you're in chat. Feel free to say hi. If not, that's... Oh, you are. Okay. Oh, you have... Okay. Oh, you know who I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Jim. I'm going to have to get my name straight. All right. Thanks, Peter. Okay. Let's see here. So I've got Mankey. I haven't played this deck in a long time. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, Peter. I'll call you Ditto right now. Free to play level 46. That's an awful lot of matches. You just must be grinding like crazy. Marshadow, Hitmonlee. Oh, I'm seeing some of my favorite fighting Pokemon. All right, I'm going to go and put a Dome Fossil down. With that, I'm going to play a Pokeball. Peter, I think you're of the viewers that I've chatted with that have been on the stream, I think you're I believe probably the second highest level. I'm going to put Farfetch down as well. And with that, I've got Mankey, and I'll throw off a low kick. I met Magic last night. He's level 50 and has every card of everything you could ever want. But 46 for free to play. I'm like low funds, and I'm only like 30 something. So that's really amazing. Great job, Peter. That's a commitment to grinding right there. All right, so we got Hitmonlee, we got Marshadow. Ditto just threw out a Pokeball to bring in another Mankey. And it looks like Ditto's going with the Gambling Man's Mankey, which is the coin flip. Heads for 50, which is amazing. Tails for zilch. I'm not a fan of coin flips. I'm horrible at coin flips. All right. I've got a Sabrina. I've got a Dome Fossil. So I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and X speed back. I'm going to go ahead and retreat. I'm going to put Farfetch to the front. I love this little basic bird right here, little duck. 40 points, pretty consistent. Okay, so that brings Mankey down to 10. We got Marshadow on the back with 1 energy. 2,000 wins. That's amazing. That's amazing, Peter. I would like probably a couple 100 wins. You must just, I can't even fathom that. That's just amazing. All right, Primeape with point of energy. So going with the Primeape, that's the non 40/100, 2 energy one. Okay. Good start to Peter's match here. I think at this point, I'll go ahead and put my Mankey in. Full bench on Ditto's got a full bench. I'm struggling on the bench. I do have my Primeape, and I'm going with the 40/100 one. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. Yeah, I'll just keep the attack right here. All right. Let's see what happens. Marshadow. 2 Marshadows, each with a point of energy. Those are 100-point strikes right there. All right, good move by Ditto. That gives him an early 2-0 lead. And unfortunately, I'm on the struggle bus when it comes to the bench. Let's see if I get anything. Nope. So this one, unfortunately, is pretty much over. Let's just go ahead. I'll at least get my 1 point against the Ditto. And a 100-point Marshadow attack coming up. Great looking deck there, Peter. You'll have to maybe put in the chat how that deck is built, since this match went so quick. I didn't even get a chance to see a whole lot of it. You got Hitmonlee, you got Primeape. I see you got a couple Marshadows. I'd be curious how the rest of that deck has been built. Great match for Ditto. And a thanks. Okay. And with that, all right. So, is there anyone else out there who? Let's see who's connected. Okay. So I didn't hear back from Animotion. He's probably offline by now. Had a couple of family members. connect in early. I had Nico on, but I'm not sure if Nico's still there. So next would be probably back to Hector. Hector, are you still there? So it'd be Hector, then Damien, and then back to Peter. Let me give it a moment, see if Hector's still online. And you guys are welcome to just punch in budget game and always battle against each other while one person's going. But let's see, let's see who else we might have out there. All right, I'll go ahead and queue up. It has 8 Pokemon plus 12 trainers. Okay. So Peter, you had 2 Marshadows. Is it safe to say you had 2 Primeapes, 2 Mankeys, and 2 Hitmonlees? I'm guessing maybe something like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and queue up, see if maybe Hector's out there. If not, Damien, if you're still there. 2 Hitmonlee, 2 Marshadow, 2 A1A Mankey, 2 Primeapes, 2 Giovanni Sabrina, no red card, no Pokemon Flute this time. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Definitely, Peter. That was really cool. All right. Got Hector back in. All right, I'm going with just this budget deck I'm playing again, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and shift gears into another one. Mankey to the front. And with that, I'll start my battle. Let's see what Hector has in mind. Dodgers. Let's see what Dodgers got going. All right, so we've got Hitmonchan in the front. We've got a Vulpix on the bench. I'm going to go ahead and play this Mankey down. Got a Dome Fossil, so I'll go ahead and get that down as well. And with that, I will end my turn. I see some fighting energy and some fire energy in Hector's energy zone. Let's see. There's a point of energy to Hitmonchan. 80 health, 31 energy attack is pretty decent. Cycling through some help. Cubone. All right, so I think we're starting to see how this one's lining up. Wow. Hector, Dodgers, you got a little bit of everything. Very nice. All right, I got my second Dome Fossil. So first things first, I'm going to put Primeape. Well, I'll wait a moment. I'm going to go ahead and do the Kabuto. 30-point attack. This would get me to 60, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'll assign this point of energy here. And with that, I will end my turn. All right. So Hector has fire energy coming this time. So Magmar can use it. There's Marowak EX. Off to a good start there. There's Giovanni. There's a 40-point strike, so my Primeape's already down to 20. Slowing down on random matches. I'm reading Peter's message here, chat, because I'm playing Pokemon Unite again, Master Rank. Wow. Now I've heard of that game, but I haven't really played it. What's that one all about, Peter? It sounds like though you're probably really skilled at that one as well. Okay, so I've got Kabutops. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and assign the second energy. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and at least get... we'll do a trade 1-for-1. That Marowak EX, though, that's going to be a huge threat. All right, so Vulpix to the front. Oh, okay. That sounds pretty cool. Let's see what... well, at 2,000 matches plus on Pocket, you're probably ready for a little bit of a break, I would think. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send this point of energy over here to Kabutops. Only needs one. At this point, I'll put down... I'll wait on the Dome Fossil. Go ahead and retreat. And with that, I'll put Kabutops in. And I'll attack. Alright, Marowak EX, though, is a huge threat. And it's got another fighting energy coming up in the queue, so it's going to be ready to roll. It can basically one-shot almost everything else I've got going here. Let's see how this is going to work out. Okay, Moltres EX. There's a good fire. Giovanni. For each head's 80 point of damage. 2 coin flips. There's one. Wow. Great job, Hector. Great job, Dodgers 092. That was my biggest chance right there. All right. So Primeape to the front. There's another Pokeball. You go ahead and use this Pokeball. There's Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd to the bench. I get Primeape the second point of energy. And with that, go ahead and use Giovanni. And I'll attack. All right. Let's see what Dodgers 092. I'm going to jump back to chat here real quick. Master rank 11 times only. Wow. Wow, Peter, you're... I'm glad you're been connecting into the streams. It sounds like you're just going to be a wealth of Pokemon information. That's amazing. All right, Magmar to the front. At this point, not a whole lot left to do. I still got a 100-point strike, so I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, it sounds like you definitely know your stuff when it comes to Pokemon battling. Man, that sounds amazing. Good game, Hector. I kind of got the right cards at the right time on that one. And it looked like yours just didn't quite come along. A good match. All right, so we're cycling back through. Damien, if you're still on. Again, just doing a Saturday night fight night. I'm just going through fighting decks. Let me go ahead and change up again. So I'm going to go with... all right, I'm going to play... This one I got configured very basic. It's a Machamp deck. Now, I haven't really played Machamp. Just because it took me forever to get a second EX Machamp. So I want to give it a try. So this will be my first time playing a Machamp deck. And Pokemon Go, which is the only other game I've really played, Pokemon related. A little bit of TCG. I've never, Machamp was one of my favorites. So yeah, Peter, I just reading through those messages. That's pretty amazing. So yeah, I'm definitely thankful you're tuning in to the matches here. You're definitely going to be a good wealth of information. All right, budget game, all lowercase. I'm not sure if Damien's still out there. Going to find out if so. With that, let's see what happens. If Damien's not out there, then next in line would be Peter. Just searching right now. Okay. All right. So it doesn't look like Damien's there. Haven't seen anything else in chat. Peter, what do you got in store for me this time? There definitely are PvP, at least on my stream, the PvP champ as far as the total number of battles plus all your other Unite experience. All right. I'm going to go ahead and queue again. Budget game, all lowercase. My first attempt at playing a Machamp deck. Finally got my second EX. All right. Here comes Peter. Okay. Let's see how this goes. And I just did a really basic configuration here just so I could learn the kind of the basics of it. All right, I got a Farfetch'd to the active spot. And with that, I'll start the battle. Peter mentioned water, and we see water in his energy zone in the queue. So I'm sitting on a lot of supporter and item cards, but no Pokemon. So let's try a Pokeball. I should be able to get a Machop, hopefully. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put Machop down on the bench. I got Farfetch'd in the active spot. Got two Giovanni's, X-Speed and Sabrina. I'll go ahead and end my turn. Ditto's starting off with Feroki in the front, so we know we've got Greninja coming our way. Gonna throw a Pokeball. Are we going to see Articuno? Are we going to see Gyarados? Are we going to see, Krabby and Kingler? I enjoyed playing that one last night. Kingler, I was doing pretty well on my coin flips, amazingly. Misty, on the other hand, I went 8 Misty cards. No, 9 Misty cards last night. I played 9 Misty cards. I flipped tails all 9 times. That's how well Misty worked for me last night. 9 Misty cards, all 9 tails. All right, Farfetch'd to the front. Farfetch'd is in the active spot. I'm going to get a point of energy. With that, not a whole lot else for me to do. So what I think I'll do is, yep, I'll go with that. And there's a first attack. Saturday night, fight night. Ditto's up, bringing a water deck. There's a heal to Feroki. Another heal to Feroki. There's the crazy KO crab, Frogadier. So, and there's Misty. All right, let's see how she does for Ditto. All right. Oh, Peter, that's exactly what was happening to me last night. 9 Misties in a row. All right, first time I've ever seen a Machamp EX in my hand. I don't know why I struggled so hard to get that card. That second one. All right, from there, I'm going to go ahead and put 1 energy in Machop. My bench is looking a little bit light. With that, I'll go ahead and Frogadier's going to be a threat pretty soon. And not to mention, I got the KO Crab in the back there. So let's go ahead and... yeah, both of these is just a kind of a lose-lose. All right, Frogadier's down to 40. Pokeball for Ditto. And another Feroki down. There's a water drip assignment for Frogadier and an attack. Okay, so Ditto's a little light on the cards right now. With that, I'm gonna, wow, I'm struggling. I don't have, where's my Machoke at? Got it, Sabrina's, X Speeds. Nothing else that makes sense. Giovanni's not needed. All right, I'll go ahead and attack. Wondering where all my basics are right now. Hey, Tyler, thanks for joining. I'm just working my way through the rotation. Matter of fact, you'll be next match. Just Saturday night fight night. I'm working on basically playing fighting style. We've got Peter on right now as Ditto. Peter's a level 46 free-to-play player with over 2,000 wins to his name in matches. So he's quite the resource of information. And he plays Unite as well and is really good in that. So, all right, well, I guess I'll bring my Chop to the front. KO Crab, and wow, I just got like a really horribly dealt hand. I'm not even going to be able to survive much of anything here. Sabrina. So Faroki to the front. And with that, I have nothing else to do. And I'll attack. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, no rush, Tyler. Just let me know when you're ready and we'll squeeze you in. And in the meantime, Ditto has another win. Good job, Peter. Another win. I have to figure out what happened to all my basics on that match. All right. Maybe that deck isn't... I threw that one together. Maybe it's not quite ready for play yet, but I should have had... I'll have to go back and adjust that one. I know I at least have 4 or 5 basics, but I don't know what happened there. Good job, Ditto. All right, let me shift gears then and go with this one. All right, on to my third fighting deck. Okay, good job, Peter. Let's see. So I think I still have... I haven't heard just a quick roll call on previous matches. I don't think we have Animotion anymore. I don't think we have Nico anymore. Damien I haven't seen. I think we still probably have Hector. So I think right now we have Hector, Peter, and Tyler, who is working on trying to snag a Wonder Pick on a God Pack. All right, so Hector, if you're still on, you're up. I'll go ahead and give it a moment. I know there's a few seconds lag. I'm streaming on the middle option, on the lowest option. I was hearing there's a lot of issues with it, so I'm on the 3 to 5 second delay. Just going to give it a little moment to make sure, try to reach out to Hector, and I'll go ahead and queue up. Budget game, all lowercase. Well, Peter, with your success rate, I'd say it's a little more than little to nothing. YouTube, Pokemon Unite, and the TCG Pocket channels. Nice. All right. I'm going to search and see if Dodgers 092 is still out there. I'll give it 2 tries. Thanks again for hanging out tonight, everyone. Just doing viewer battles. It's Saturday night fight night. I'm exploring some different fighting decks. And I'm also working on what is my favorite deck. Right now, I have a couple of fighting permutations of what is my favorite deck to play. Well, let me try this again. So let's see if Hector's out there one more time. This is me, Dodgers 092. Are you out there? Let's find out. Just trying to queue up now. And if there's anyone else on, you want to jump in, it's just a budget game, all lowercase. I'll go ahead and let me go on mute real quick. I'll put it in chat. Okay, back. Oh, yeah. It sometimes I've seen that happen, Tyler. I saw the one chat, but if you were watching at the if you were like starting it from the beginning, you gotta find it where it's live. So Tyler, let me know if are you ready to go? I assume you got caught up now. There should only be about a 3 to 5 second delay at the most. So I'll go ahead, Tyler, and I'll queue up. So it's a budget game, all lowercase, one word, BUDGET GAME. That's I'm gonna go ahead and play yet another fighting deck. And let's see what happens this time. All right, so I'm just queuing up. Okay, no rush, Tyler. I didn't know with the connecting so far behind where you were at with that. So good luck with that. I hope you can make that work. All right, so, and I haven't seen Hector either, so I don't have Hector. So I think I've got a number of viewers on, but again, I'll just open it up to anyone. So Peter, if you want to match in again, or if there's anyone else on, one of my other my viewers right now, feel free to connect in. It's a budget game, all lowercase. With that, I'll go ahead and queue up. And searching for opponent now. All right, I'll try one more time, and if not, then I'll just go ahead and play a few versus battles, and then see where we're at. Budget game, all lowercase. Thanks again, everyone, for connecting tonight and following along. Helps out my watch hours. That's the big focus right now. All right, so I got Peter again. What do you have in store for me this time, Ditto? Let's see what's up his sleeve. There's my new favorite coin. I'm going to go ahead and start with Hitmonlee to the active spot. I'm going to put Marshadow on the bench. I'm going to put Farfetch'd on the bench. And I'll wait to play Taurus. Taurus, I like to wait to see if there's going to be an EX or not. All right, so Peter's bringing some fire my way. So there's a Charmander. Beautiful looking card. All right, so with that being said, I'll go ahead and put out my Taurus. And not a whole lot I can do at the moment. So with that, I will end my turn. So Ditto's going to start off round 2, gets the first energy assignment. We see fire both in the active energy zone and in the Q zone. Got a Charmander up front. 1 energy point assigned. And with that, it's my turn. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play an X speed. With that, I'll go ahead and retreat back. Put Farfetch'd to the front. I'll assign a point of energy. And with that, I'll go ahead and attack. All right. Back to ditto. Oh, you know, Peter, that happens to me so often. However, I have a feeling if there's anyone who can battle back from a poorly dealt hand, it's probably you. Growlithe to the bench. Charmander. And now Growlithe is going to step up to the active spot. All right, Tyler, no rush. Oh, man, that'll be great if you can get that God Pack friended. That'll be awesome. Yeah. Thanks for just having me on, Tyler. I appreciate it. All right, so we got 2 Charmanders in the back. We've got Growlithe up front. At this point, I think I'll go ahead and retreat back. I'll bring Hitmonlee back to the front. Give Hitmonlee that energy back. And with that, we'll do a stretch kick. And we'll get the party started. All right. Let's see what Peter has in store for me. So we know we're looking at Arcanine EX. Probably could be Charizard EX. But then again, I've seen Peter play some decks that really weren't all that loaded with EX cards. All right, so asking me to bring somebody forward. So with that, it's going to be Farfetch'd. Charmeleon in the back, starting to get powered up. There's a Pokeball for me. I'll go ahead and play the Pokeball. Hitmonlee. Going to go ahead and assign this energy to Farfetch'd. And with that, I'll fire off an attack. Got Charmeleon ready to evolve into Charizard. Let's find out. Now, Ditto was saying he didn't have the best hand. It has 4 Pokemon EX in it. All right, so I'm not too surprised. There's Leaf. Charizard to the front. Crimson Storm about ready to start happening. There's a 60-point slash. Okay, and that ties it up a 1-to-1. With that, I'll bring Hitmonlee to the front. A Budding Expeditioner, I'm just missing the other part of that. Oh, okay. Thanks, Tyler. Trying out. I've got a little bit of a bigger version of me here. You know, just wanted to kind of create the space a little bit different. Got my Discord invite as well. So thanks for the shout out on that, Tyler. Appreciate it. Oh, Peter 5 EX. My goodness, I'm not going to stand a chance here. All right, but before things get too far here, I'm not quite getting where I want to be, but let's just go with Farfetch'd right there. I've got Leaf, Giovanni I don't need, so I'm going to go ahead and assign this energy to Marshadow. And with that, I'll stretch kick. And Growlithe. Yeah, I was wondering. So, 2 Moltres, and then maybe 2 Arcanine or 2 Charizard. Yeah, but you know what? Your Charizard EX right now probably hold it down just fine. Matter of fact, I'm not going to really have a whole lot of answers of what to do. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just not going to have an answer. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get this Taurus. No, that's nice. Just one Arcanine. Okay. And 2 for the... Okay. That's pretty cool, Peter. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this Taurus going in time. Let's see. Card 2 energy. I'm going to go ahead and at this point... I'm going to retreat. Put Taurus to the front. And with that, I'll end my turn. Well, you're holding it down with one of the bad boys in the entire deck. 180 health with 200 damage. There's Moltres. Finally showing up for you. Okay. There's a 200-point smackdown. That ties it up at 2. Unfortunately, I just don't think I have an answer. And you're right back to your 200-point attack again. Doing everything I can to try to figure something out here. It's tied at 2. Yeah, a little late to the party. But well, you need a leaf right now, or a couple of X speeds. But let's see. We got Ditto looking over the situation. Oh, I hate when you can't retreat when you need to. Yeah, Sabrina. Yep. All right, well, that was what I was going for. It was about the only thing I had left to try. You took out my Taurus. I was like, all right, well, I'm kind of goofed at that point. Thanks, Peter. That was a great match. All right. So a little fighting going on there. Fighting deck against the water. So thanks everyone who's connected. We've got Saturday night fight night. And I'm playing a variety of fighting decks specifically. And as far as my viewers, you're welcome to play anything you want. If you got a fighting deck you want to show me, that's great. However, whatever you want to bring to a match is great. We've had quite a few. As a matter of fact, I've been doing viewer battles pretty much nonstop for almost the last 2 hours. So we'll give it a moment here. Is there anyone new that's on the stream? I see I've got a bunch of new people on the stream, or at least I can see from concurrent viewers. So if anyone wants a match, just maybe give me a little shout out on the chat. Or if not, if you're kind of more of the shy or quiet type, I'm going to go ahead and queue up. Let me go ahead and put in the chat the password I'm using. I'm just going to go on mute real quick, just so you don't hear me typing. Okay, so the password is budget game, all lowercase. So I'm the non-competitive type. I'm just having some fun. Viewer matches. We got some great players on. I've been matching up against Peter. Peter is a free-to-play level 46 player. Has won over 2,000 matches. Amazing player. He's also really good at playing Pokemon Unite. So if that's a game you're into, you might want to reach out to Peter. I have Tyler on. Tyler right now, I think, is trying to work a God Pack Wonder Pick. So good luck to Tyler on that. I've had Hector on. I'm not sure if Hector's still there. Also had Nico, as well as Animotion and Damien. So been a bunch of good matches tonight. I'm probably maybe if I'm lucky, I have one half. I think the viewers have had the better kind of things. Let me let me just check real quick. Okay, I think. Let me just make an adjustment. I just bumped my cable. I run right from an iPad. I don't do any type of emulation to the PC. I just literally bumped my cable there. Let me get that back going. All right. So with that said, you've seen a black screen, but it's going to come back momentarily. Let's go ahead and I'll wait for it to refresh. I've got a monitor on the side so I can see what's going on. All right, everything's back to good. I'm going to go ahead and queue up budget game, all lowercase, and let's see if there's anyone there. Searching for opponent right now. Okay, and I'll queue up a couple of times. There's just a slight delay on the stream. We'll try that once, and I'll try that again. Budget game, all lowercase. And if not, I'll either move on to a couple of versus matches with other players, or maybe another match with Peter. So just I'm playing fighting decks. I'm on my third one right now. I'm going to do one more match with this one, and then I'm going to move on to another one. Played 3 or 4. Okay, so not sure if I have anyone out there who's ready. So Peter, looks like you might be up. I've got a number of viewers on, but that's cool. Not everyone's gonna want to battle. A lot of people just want to watch. So that's great. So Peter, I'm just going to go ahead and queue up again. If you want to bring on what you got next. Again, the password is budget game, all lowercase. All right, I'm taking a look at my monitor. It looks like I got a little bit longer. Oh, okay. You've got, that's Hector. Go ahead, Peter. That's good. Yeah, go ahead. I've got a little bit of lag going. I don't know if was my internet connection slow, but go ahead and enjoy that match. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move on to a match just with another person through the event match, and then we'll catch back up. I'll continue with my fighting spice, and I'll go ahead and queue up and get started. Okay. Looks like I'm going second here, so I'll take that. Gonna go ahead and put, I'll put Farfetch to the front. And I'll put Mew on the bench. And with that, I'll start the battle. Okay. Just waiting for my opponent. Just making a couple adjustments here. And it's my turn. All right, so I've got a Marshadow. I'm going to go ahead and put Marshadow to the bench. I'm going to ask Professor Oak to help out a little bit. Got a Taurus. All right. Got some nice looking spice on the other side. Let's see here. What do I want to go ahead and do next? I'll hold off on putting the Taurus down. I like to play the Taurus when I think I'm going to be up against an EX. So I'm going to assign a point of energy to Farfetch'd. And with that, I'll start the attacks. Okay. Larvesta with a point of energy. And my opponent plays blue. 10 less damage next round. Looks like they got a little action going on the back of the bench there. So I'm going to start off with Professor's Research. Got another Farfetch'd to Marshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and place this energy on Marshadow. Got a couple more basic Pokemon. I got 3 more sitting. I'm not really sure. Waiting to see if I think I see in any EX potentials. So with that, I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and attack. Thanks again for joining tonight. So it's Saturday night fight night. I'm highlighting different fighting decks. I was playing a Golem deck a little bit earlier. Played a couple of rounds with a Kabutops Primate deck. Now I'm kind of going with more of a Spice deck. Marshadow, I've got Taurus, I got Mew EX, I got Farfetch'd, I got Hitmonlee. And next I'll probably transition onto Aerodactyl. I did play one match with a Machamp deck. I just finally got Machamp EX. I finally got my second one. So I'm not sure. I think I need a little more practice with that one, but I might bring that one back out as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead at this point and I'm going to take a look at probably bringing out my second Marshadow and assigning a point of energy to that second Marshadow. And I'll do another Leak Slab. Got Volcarona in the active spot. Going to discard 2 energy. But however, it can do that damage to any one of my Pokemon. So let's see which direction Volcarona is going to go with that attack. Got a Ponyta. There's the 3 energy. So we know some damage is coming in some direction. One of the Marshadows. Alright, so there's a nice strike there. My opponent takes a nice early 1-0 lead. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to go ahead and ask Giovanni to help out. Not seeing any EX, so I'm not going to play my Taurus. So instead, I'm going to go with a second Farfetch'd. I'll put this energy on Mew. And with that, we'll go ahead and attack. So that ties it up at 1-1. So we've got Rapid Dash potential coming up pretty soon. So Saturday night, fight night. All right, so I'm going to get caught up on chat here for a moment while I'm battling. Okay, so... All right, so Tyler's ready to go. Tyler, I'll just finish this match here, and then we'll queue up. I think right now Peter and Hector are battling as well on the side. Okay. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and let me take a look at this. It's 1-1. I got Salazzle up front. I think I'll start off with a... Where's my XP? So I'll go ahead and start with a retreat just so that I can shake that poison. So I'm going to go ahead and retreat back. I'm going to put the other Farfetch to the front. I'll go ahead and assign a point of energy. And I'll go ahead and ask Sabrina to help out as well. All right, so Tyler says he's got a fighting deck ready to go. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and throw an attack on Rapidash. And on to the next round. So tied up at 1-1, I'll finish this match, and then I'll queue up looking to have a good match with Tyler. There's Rapidash with a 40-point strike. We got a Cup Pokeball. Let's see. What else do I have left to pull out of this deck? Oh, there's my Hitmonlees. Might as well go ahead and find the other one. Okay. With that, I will go ahead and... I think I'll go ahead and... I'll go ahead and use the leaf right now. I'm going to retreat back. I'm going to put Mew EX to the front. I'll assign a second point of energy. And I'll end my turn. All right, so Tyler's next in the queue for a match. Hector and Peter, if you guys are up to it, you guys are welcome to go ahead and have a repeat match. Probably Tyler and I won't be queuing up for at least another minute or two, depending on how this match goes. And if anyone else is on who's following along and just kind of lurking in the back, that's cool. Definitely don't need to speak up, but if you want to enjoy a match, it's budget game, all lowercase. If not, thanks for connecting in and watching. I really appreciate the watch time. All right, so let's see. We've got 1-1. Got Mew. Only looking at a 40-point attack here. But that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and retreat back. Bring Marshadow to the front. I'm just trying to distribute my damage. Need to assign this second energy. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and throw a Revenge. Okay, so we got 3 Pokemon on the table, all at 20 health. I've got a Mew that's pretty well wounded, down to 60. My opponent's doing a good job of distributing that damage as well. And thanks again, everyone, for joining tonight. I'm on the second night of debuting my new Shure MV5 microphone. I'm having a really good time using this one. It sounds so much better, so I'm really excited about that over my Shure MV5. And I'm also sporting a new overlay tonight that complements my virtual avatar a little bit better. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So I think I'm going to ask Sabrina to help out. So let's start there. And with that, I will assign this point of energy to Mew. And I'll throw a 40-point attack with Marshadow. So got a good match going here. 2-1. My opponent's a little bit struggling to get the Pokemon out on the bench, so I don't think their hand... They've been dealt the best hand. They've been sitting on 5 or so cards pretty much every turn. All right, they got a Ponyta with 1 energy. And they're going to attack there. It's a good attack. That puts them up to 2. So tied at 2. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Mew to the front. With that, I'm going to go ahead and place down Hitmonlee. I'm going to give Hitmonlee a point of energy. I'm going to play Budding Expeditioner. I'm going to pull the Mew out of the equation. I'm going to bring Hitmonlee to the front. I'll put Mew back on the bench. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and do a stretch kick towards that back Ponyta. All right, let's see what we got going. Really good match here. It's 2-2. This one can go either way. It's going to come down to who has what in their hand. Okay. Almost wrapping this up. I know Tyler's... oh, they got the Rapidash. I'm sure... I was wondering if that was going to happen. Tyler, I know you're about ready to go. All right, I need... Meta cards. Okay, so... At this point, I think I'm going to start with X Speed. Going to bring Hitmonlee back. And put Mew back to the front. I'm really song and dancing around on this match. Let me go ahead and assign a point of energy to Mew. And with that, I'm going to end my turn. Two to 2. Got Rapidash in the back with 2 energy. Got Salazzle up front with 2 energy. And my opponent's now got a Sizzlepede. All right, Mew's poisoned. Trying to figure out a way to... I've got so many wounded Pokemon here. Go ahead and sign this second point of energy here. I have no more Sabrinas. With that, I'll end my turn. I'm just hanging on. Salazzle's kind of holding it down in the front. Doing a good job. That poison is slowly taking me down. Rapidash is going to come to the front. Oh, Blaine's that's gonna win it. Good play by my opponent. They got their Blaine, they got their 70 points plus the poison. Good match. All right, Tyler, I'm coming your direction. Gonna be a budget game, all lowercase. One word. And Tyler, were you able to square away that Wonder Pick on the God Pack person? I've yet to see a God Pack. I video every time I open a pack, but I've yet to have it happen. All right, so got to recycle through since 10 o'clock my time on the West Coast is when my day resets for the game. Looks like Peter and Hector have been playing again. All right, I'm going to try to hook up try to match up with Tyler this time. So I'm going to go private match. Oh, that's a bummer, Tyler. Budget game, all lowercase. And let's see if Tyler's out there. 1 in 2000s. So, wow. I need to ask Magic if Magic is back on. So Magic, I met last night on the stream. He's already over 20,000 cards. And I never thought to ask if he's pulled a God Pack. I'd be curious. I just crossed over like 3,000 cards, I think. All right. Voidsy. All right, Tyler, let's do this. This will be I'm going to switch decks after this one. I'm going to go on to my next deck, my next fighting deck. I've got Farfetch'd I'm going to put to the front. Yeah, 20K. He was on last night. His name is Magic. And that was pretty impressive. Okay, I've got Marshadow. I'm going to wait on Taurus. And with that, I'm going to start the battle. Yeah, needless to say, Magic has every card. It was actually fun playing against him because I got to see cards that I normally don't ever see. I mean, everything that's Gold Crown that was, immersive art, I mean, immersive cards, full art, I mean, everything. It was amazing seeing his deck. All right, so we've got Mankey. We've got a Hitmonlee, and we got an Amber. So perhaps Voidsy has a Aerodactyl in store. We got PK against Voidsy. All right, I'm going to start off with a Pokeball. There's a Hitmonlee, so I'm going to go and put my Hitmonlee down. Got a Professor's Research. There's a Sabrina. I'm going to put my Taurus down because I'm expecting an Aerodactyl EX Taurus with that extra damage on Fighting Tackle. However, right now I'm going to get things started with just assigning a point of energy to Farfetch'd. And throw down a 40-point slap with the old onion stalk. All right. Voidsy's looking at Hitmonlee with now 1 energy. Got an old Amber in the back. Got a Mankey in the back. I'm sitting on a Farfetch'd, Marshadow, Taurus, and Hitmonlee. There's a good, yeah, it's already going for my Taurus. Figured that. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and start with Professor's Research. There's a Pokeball. I'm going to go ahead and use Pokeball. This deck is filled with all kinds of, if it comes up Pokemon, it's a basic. All right, so with that, I'm going to, I need to power, I got a couple options. I'm going to first give a point to Marshadow. Marshadow needs that revenge in his pocket. With that, I'll go ahead and attack Hitmonlee. That gives me the early lead, but we know that 1-0, 2-0 really don't mean much. All right, so Mankey's going to step up to the active spot. Mankey has a 1 energy low kick for 20. This is not the A1A version of the Mankey that does 30, but also hurts itself in the process. Teamed up with Primeape, it's a good combination. There's Marshadow, beautiful looking card there, Voidsy. And with that, okay, so I'm sitting on a little bit of stuff here. So I got Giovanni, I've got another Farfetch'd, I've got another Hitmonlee. I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to retreat back. I'm going to put Hitmonlee back to the front. I'm going to assign this point of energy. And I'm going to stretch kick back to old Amber. Now, if I could have used Giovanni, it's too bad. Giovanni, only the active Pokemon, so it doesn't help with the bench. If it did, that would been I would have played that one. But basically, okay. So, gonna Sabrina out. I'll bring forward my Farfetch'd. All right. Okay, so we've got Voidzy's got Primate evolved now on the table. Mankey up front and Marshadow in the back with 1 energy, sitting on that revenge. And I'm now looking at assigning a point of energy to looking over my options. Yeah, I'll have the Farfetch. I love this Farfetch card. It puts in a lot of work. With that, I'll go ahead and attack. Got a really good match going. Voidzy's got 2 cards in his hand, 3 cards on the table. I'm sitting on like 7 cards in my hand and 4 cards on the table. Not doing as good a job of playing my cards. All right, there's a nice strike by Primate. That ties it up 1-1. All right. So let the trades begin. I'm going to bring Marshadow to the front. I'm going to assign this 2nd point of energy. And I'm going to attack. Voidzy brings his Marshadow to the front. Old Amber. There's a 2nd point of energy. And with that, there's another revenge. That ties it up at 2. Back and forth. But my plan, as soon as I started that trade, was to see if I could ask old Hitmonlee to basically stretch kick to the back. All right, there's a really great match. Good job, Voidzy. That one could have went either direction. That was a close one. This we kind of traded back and forth. Okay. Let's see what we got going. All right. Just getting everything kind of caught up here on chat. Let me just go through the thanks real quick. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good game, Tyler. That one could have went either way. All right, well, I'm just going to continue rotating through. Tyler will catch up here in a few again. So, sounded like Hector was still out there. So, Hector technically would be next on the list. So, Hector, if you're out there, I'm going to go ahead and queue up. Just going to wait here a few seconds since I'm on a short delay on the stream. For those of you who aren't aware, there's like 3 settings for streaming. You can go like normal latency, and it's really good for non-interactive, and it has the best video quality and playback quality. There's a low latency option, which is very common to use. It has a 3 to 5 second delay. And then there's like ultra low latency, and it's near instantaneous. But a lot of times viewers can have issues with it if their connection's not very well. It's not so stable as well on the streaming side. So and then also you lose any captioning ability, which is important for playback with my India and Indonesia subscribers. So I usually go with a just a low latency option. All right, so I'm going to see if Hector's out there. I'm queuing up. If I'll try twice. If Hector's not out there, then the next one would be Peter, unless they're matching again. Let's see here. Yeah, Tyler, that deck that I just played right now is in the lead for what I'll say is my favorite deck to play, because it has the strategy's not overly complicated with it, but it has a lot of versatility. Whether you're using Hitmonlee or you're pulling out the Taurus for an EX, you know, Hitmonlee chasing something wounded to the back, and also has a Mew with Budding Expeditioner, so you can literally play it, get it wounded, pull it out, put it in your hand, put it back. So it's got a lot of versatility that I really enjoy. So I'm planning to do a long video on my favorite deck. Right now, it's the one that's kind of been in the lead. All right, I'm queuing up again. Second call for Hector. Let's see what happens here. And if not, I'll check in, see if Peter's still around. Peter with over 2,000 PvP match wins. Amazing level 46, all free to play. I think it would take me years at the route that I PvP. All right. So let's, Peter, if you're still out there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wait about 5 or so seconds after this, and then I'm going to queue up. So I'll give Peter another try. You're up, Peter. You're definitely up. Just giving a little pause here for the moment. And now I'm going to go ahead and queue in. And then after Peter, it will be Tyler. All right, there he is, level 46. All right, Peter, or I'll should say ditto. What do you have in store for me this match? You're always bringing something very interesting. Okay. I'm going to put Farfetch to the active. Oh, I forgot to swap out my deck. I'll do that after this one. I'm going to put Hitmonlee down. I'm going to wait on Taurus. I like to wait to see what's going on before I play Taurus. With that, I'll start the battle. Okay, so we've got maybe a Blaine deck here. So at least we're starting with some fire. No EX fire deck. Okay. I'd call that like my budget Blaine deck. I've got a couple of those. The one I've been playing lately, Peter, has Flareon in it, and I've been really liking that. All right, cycling through some Pokeball, getting some cards in his hand, and it's my turn. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and assign a point of energy to Farfetch'd. And with that, I'm going to get the party started. No Giovanni in my hand to get the KO. Let's see, 2 Vulpix, both with Tail Whip. Tail Whip's a great attack. It does no damage. Gonna delay the Heatmore deployment. Yeah, I've been watching your strategies and how you don't necessarily get all your cards out right away. Kind of keep your hand hidden until it really makes sense. So I think that's something I'm picking up on your play that I think would be helpful to improve my play. Heatmore. Wow. Okay. There's a 30-point strike. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of things. I'm going to go ahead and put down Marshadow. I'm not planning to play Taurus, so I'm going to go ahead and ask Leaf to... Oh, hold on. No, that's not going to help. I'll go ahead. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to play Far-Fetched here. I'm going to go ahead and retreat back. With that, I'm going to put Hitmonlee to the front. I'm going to go ahead and give Hitmonlee a point of energy. And I'll do a stretch kick back towards that Ninetales. Heatmore over Magmar. What's your thought process behind that, Peter? Choosing Heatmore over Magmar. All right, so we got another Ninetales with a point of energy. I've got a wounded Farfetch'd on the bench. Now I have a wounded Hitmonlee. I'm going to start queuing up some energy for some trades here. I'm going to throw a Pokeball down. There's a Mew, so I'll take that Mew. Do a little razzle-dazzle maybe with that one. With that, I'm going to go ahead and attack the Ninetales. Alright, so 1-0 lead, but against Peter, that doesn't really mean anything. Alright, let's see what Ditto has in mind. So we got a Heatmore in the front, 1 energy, 80 health. It's got a 30-point attack. We've got a Ninetales in the back with 1 energy. We know Ninetales has a 90-point attack. Magmar needs 2 fire energies, and it's too costly for me. Okay. Yeah, on my Blaine deck with Flareon, it's a 3-energy Pokemon. So I went with the approach of the lower Rapidash, just so I could start feeding Flareon energy sooner. All right, so with that, I'm going to bring Marshadow to the front. Got another Pokeball. Go ahead and throw that Pokeball out, see what I can summon up. So I've got a Hitmonlee and a Farfetch'd. I'm not going to assign any energy right now to any would be any one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that to Marshadow and strike back. All right, so Heatmore back to the front. Ditto's in need of some extra bench help. There's Sabrina. Okay, well, Sabrina's going to have Mew come forward. And with that, there's an attack. Excuse me. Okay. So with that, I'm going to start off by playing my Budding Expeditioner. I'm going to pull Mew back into my hand. I'm going to put Farfetch'd to the front. And I didn't even play that the way I wanted to play it, but I'll stick where I'm at for the moment. And I'll go ahead and attack for 40. All right, so Ditto needs some bench help. 9 Pokemon, 11 trainers. Ponyta for a point of damage, or excuse me, a point of energy. That ties it up at 2. And with that, I'm going to bring in my Marshadow. And we'll just finish that. All right, Peter, another great match. Okay. We'll move back on. Let me see if I've got anyone else on. I've got a number of people just kind of watching and enjoying, hopefully. So thank you for the watch time. I'm in desperate need of watch time, so I appreciate everyone who is on. With that, I'm going to go ahead and queue up. And I'll give it one try, Tyler. So I'll queue up one time just to see if anyone else who's watching wants to join in. And then if not, on the second queue, it'll be you and I again. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off this first queue. So this is if anyone else wants to join in on a match. Not necessary. No pressure. But I'll just queue up for an opportunity. It's a budget game, all lowercase. With that, though, I'm going to go ahead and swap out. That was my favorite deck. I'm going to give this... I haven't played Aerodactyl deck yet. So let me give this one a try. Oops. Actually, just do this right from here. Private match. Dactyl, taking the long way. All right. So, budget game, all lowercase. And let's see if anyone else out there for a match. We'll give it one cycle through. Or if you want to give me a shout out in chat, if not, that's cool too. Tonight's Saturday night fight night. I've been highlighting fighting decks. The only one I haven't highlighted too much is the Machamp one. I'll have to go back to that one, but I kind of put that one together in a hurry. I just finally got a second Machamp EX. So I won't even say I even really know the strategy to that one, but I've been, anxious to play one. I might have to circle back on that one. All right, Tyler, looks like you'll be up. So again, it's a budget game, all lowercase. I'll give it a few seconds to let everything get caught up. And then with that, I'll go ahead and queue up and hopefully meet up with Tyler again. All right, here we go. Let's see if we got Tyler out there. Okay. Just searching for opponent right now. So thanks everyone who's been connected and sticking around. I really appreciate it. I do have a Discord channel server as well. It's on the overlay. If you're interested in getting in touch with me with that. Okay. Just we'll try one more time for Tyler. Just going to go ahead and queue up again. So the Discord, just an HTTPS :// or you can just type in discord.gg/ all capitals EBJ 5D 4E and then lowercase QT uppercase K. That's my Discord invite. Oh, okay. You only have one Machoke. Oh, that's okay, Tyler. If you got somebody else, that's cool too. Who did you end up with? Did you end up with Dodgers or someone else? No worries if you got somebody else. It's kind of nice viewers to get some viewer matches in as well. With a little bit of delay, somebody else could have been trying to get in as well. Someone new who's just watching. All right, so looks like Tyler's in a match right now. So I'll go ahead and play a quick match, Tyler. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Must be a new viewer watching. Oh, you retried in. Okay. All right, I'll queue in right now. So just getting caught up on your chat. I'm going to go ahead and queue right now. Okay, so I'm searching. All right, we got a connection. There's Tyler. All right, hopefully that other person, if you're still on and watching after this match, maybe we'll try a few times. Definitely open. Would like to and enjoy meeting somebody new. Got a great crew on tonight, and be great to expand. All right, so I'm playing this Aerodactyl deck that I can't say I'm overly familiar with. I'm going to put Mankey to the front. I'm going to go ahead and put a Hitmonlee. I'm a big fan of attacking the bench. Lumineon with that 50-point attack. It's got to be one of my favorites. But I find myself, when I play a water deck, I want to add Misty. And I'm horrible at flipping coins with Misty, but I feel like I'm doing my deck a disservice if I don't take the card. So it's kind of like, it's just something I don't like to have to deal with. So I usually stay away from the water decks. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit start. And Tyler's got a water deck. We see the water energy in his queue. He's got Staryu up front, so probably looking at maybe a Starmie deck. All right, so I've got a Marshadow. I've got a Hitmonlee, a Mankey, a Marshadow, so I'm well on my way. All I'm going to look for now is to work on getting an Aerodactyl going. There's an old Amber. So I've got the suite of different Pokemon that I'd like to try out. And with that, I'm going to end turn one, and we'll start with some energy assignments on Tyler's side. Okay. Got Professor's Research, Professor Oak helping out Tyler. Tyler's sitting on a number of cards. Voidsy. How's Voidsy going to play this one out? Okay, there's Finian. All right, so just like I was mentioning, that 50-point strike to the bench. Okay, I got all kinds of... I'm going to go ahead and get Aerodactyl on the table. Primeape is a single energy attack. I kind of went this way with it just so that I could have some energy to move around. Wouldn't have to do Primeape like on that other deck with 2 energy. So I'm signing that point of energy there. And with that, we get the party started. Okay. Let's see what Voidsy has in mind. So 1 Staryu down. Finian with 1 energy water gun for 20 points of damage. There's another Finian onto the bench. Both of those have 60 health. All right. Tyler just looking through his options. There's Misty. All right, let's see how Misty treats Voidsy tonight. Oh, Tails a start. All right, well, I did 9 Misties with Tails last night, so I can relate to that. All right. So there's a Pokeball. I've got a Sabrina. I think what I'm going to do is this 50-point attack to the bench Pokemon. It's tough. I don't have Giovanni with me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, first things first, I'll play a Pokeball. I'm going to just bring something to my hand, another Marshadow. I'm going to go ahead and assign this energy right there. And with that, I'm going to play Sabrina. And my Aerodactyl's locking down that Finian, but I want to work on that Lumineon. That 50-point attack to the... Yeah. I hear you, Tyler. That's the one beauty of Aerodactyl. At least when you're trying to evolve in the active spot. So I'm right now just kind of going to try to see if I can't shut down Lumineon before it really gets off and rolling. Especially, I've got Hitmonlee and Marshadow back there. All right, so you got your second Lumineon. Sabrina. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring Aerodactyl forward. I want to try to protect this EX as well. Now, this particular deck is the one that placed really well in Ursa Day's tournament from a few weeks ago when Aerodactyl just kind of appeared on the scene. All right, so it looks like Tyler just not getting the cards he needed. Good match, Tyler. All right. Go ahead and send thanks there. Okay. Whoop. Hold on. Well, I already jumped in. All right, so let's yeah, I hear you, Tyler. Sometimes it's best, especially since we're trying to queue up other players, if it's just yeah, that primate really kind of came through for me. All right, I accidentally hit the queue. I don't think there's anyone else on. So let's let's do this. Peter, if you're still there, I'll probably go for a couple more matches. So why don't we do this? Let's do, Peter, if you're still out there, one more match with Peter, and then Tyler, if you're up for one more match, we'll do one more match. So that'll, oh, I got 2 matches left. That puts me about 3 hours into the stream. That's a pretty good time for my part to, after 3 hours, to go ahead and kind of wrap it up. So, Peter, I'm going to go ahead and queue up. So if you're still out there, I'm going to give it a few seconds. And let's see if we can get one more game going. We've had some great matches tonight. All right, looking for Ditto. Okay, last match for Ditto and I, and then one more for Voidsy and I, and we'll wrap up the stream. Unless someone new sneaks in that just would like to have a match that I haven't played yet tonight, I'll always make time. I'll make time for a new player. All right, wow. So all I'm sitting on right now is my Mankey. Mankey it is. So I'm looking over to Ditto's bench. And right now it says, I've got the message, is kind of covering it, but I thought I saw fire there. They need to make that a little more transparent so we can kind of see through. Okay, sounds good, Tyler. All right, so let's go ahead and get things started. Ditto playing the fire deck again. All right, so got an old Amber, so I'm going to play that. I'm actually going to play, well, I won't play 2 because I got Pokeball. I don't need to wet that. So I got a Marshadow. So I'll take the Marshadow. Pokeball for a Hitmonlee would be really nice right about now. Got a Mankey. I'll hold off on that one. I'm going to play Professor's Research. Sabrina, there's my Aerodactyl. With that, I'll end the turn. Ditto gets the first energy assignment. It's got Ponyta up front. Has a 1 energy stomp for 10 or 40, depending on the coin flip. Using a Pokeball. He's got 2 fire energy. He's got Vulpix in the back. Second Vulpix with a cool looking flare pops out. And here starts Ponyta. Hey, Ann K. Thanks for connecting in. Just have a... we're just doing a Saturday night fight night. Just I'm sporting a bunch of fighting decks, but everyone else is just kind of playing whatever they'd like. But if you're interested, Ann, we could definitely queue up after this match and just have some non-competitive fun. All right, so let me get caught up here. So I'm going to play Aerodactyl down. Got a low kick opportunity for Mankey. Although I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and 20. I'm going to go and put this point of energy on Aerodactyl. I'm more worried about a Vulpix. No, I'll hold on to my Sabrina. I'll wait to place my Mankey. Got my X speed. I'll end my turn. All right. So yeah, and Kay, you're welcome to play any deck that you enjoy and have fun with. I'm just playing fighting decks. So right now I'm playing an Aerodactyl EX deck that was pretty popular a couple weeks ago. It was one of the best placing decks. I don't know if you follow Ursa Day's tournaments on Limitless TCG. But this just happens to be like my 5th fighting deck that I'm trying out. All right, there's Ponyta with a 10-point strike. Ditto, unfortunately, didn't get the coin flip to go his way. With that, I'm going to go ahead and use X speed. And ask Mankey to go ahead and step back. I put Aerodactyl to the active spot. And I'm going to assign a second energy. And with that, I'm going to hold off on Sabrina because I like to work Sabrina when it can make a difference on a score. Yeah, Peter, I know those coin flips. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and hold off on everything else, and I'm going to attack. Last night was brutal. 9 Misty cards. I played 9 cards of Misty, and I flipped tails all 9 times. That's my new record. It was 8, and then I went to 9. And actually, that was the last I played it, so who knows? Next time I play a water deck, I got to pick up from 9 and see if I can continue my streak. Oh my gosh, I can't stand coin flips. All right, so Heatmore back to the front. Vulpix is moving back. Heatmore has a 1 energy, 30 attack. Giovanni's going to help out. There's a nice 40-point strike that puts within distance, especially with a Ninetales. There's a second Aerodactyl, so I'm going to go ahead now and place this old Amber down. I've got energy, 90 plus Vulpix. I think what I'm going to do right now is I definitely don't want to give up an EX score. So I will, thinking through this a little bit. Well, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to go... I'm going to go with Sabrina. Blaine hiding back there is always a concern. I'm going to assign this point of energy in Mars Shadow. I'm thinking about maybe I could do a trade and then finish off with a revenge. Ponyta at 100, Vulpix at 90. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and attack. I'm trying to think a little bit further ahead, but I really don't know everything that's in your deck, so I could be headed down the wrong path with this. Could tie it up really easy with a Ninetales Giovanni combination. However, I put that point of energy on my Mars Shadow to give myself that 100-point revenge strike. So let's see what's going to happen here. Okay. Yep. Just didn't have it, huh, Peter? I think I ended up with the right cards. Yeah. The right cards at the right time. All right, so Ann K, thanks for connecting in. There's just a slight delay in the stream. I stream on the setting that allows for captions for my India and Indonesian audience, which is the majority of my subscribers. So there's about a 5-second delay. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you to go ahead and cue in. Let me type the password into the chat. It's all lowercase budget game. So BUDGETGAME. You want to go ahead and get cued in? I'll get caught up here. Okay. See if we can find Ann. Oh, okay. No worries. No rush. And Tyler, I know you said if we had another visitor, you would go ahead and give them that spot. That sounded like you had to get going. So I know if you have to jet, thanks for connecting in again tonight. It was a pleasure to have some matches with you. And really appreciate, you coming and stopping by again. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try to queue up again. Well, I'll wait a second. I'll just keep queuing a couple of times if Ann is ready. So just a reminder, I've got my Discord server up and going. It's discord.gg. Okay, yeah, no worries, Ann. I'll just wait a moment until I see you're ready to go. Thanks, Tyler. Okay. Yeah, so Discord my Discord server is discord.gg/, and it's EBJ5D4E. All of that's uppercase, and then lowercase QT, uppercase K. All right, so just coming up on 3 hours of all viewer battles. So that's been pretty good. So I started off playing against a couple of family members. I had one family member, Benson, Animotion, and we had a really good match. After that, I'm actually located, Earthling, on the West Coast. Then I had a match against another family member, Nico. And then we've had matches with Hector and Tyler and Peter. Bunch of great matches tonight. Damien. So people have been on and off, but it's been fun. Just waiting for Ann to be ready. And then after that, Earthling, if you're interested in a match. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cue in now, Ann. Okay. All right, so I've got Puppetry. Just to confirm, so I know who I'm playing. Ann, is that you? Pupitar. All right, we're just loading. Okay. So I'm playing Aerodactyl. Perfect. All right. Nice to meet you, Ann. Thanks for connecting onto the stream tonight. I'm going to go ahead and put Mankey to the front. And actually, that's all I'm going to do. That's all I can do. I'm going to go ahead and start. And Puppetar's got a Salandit on the front. Good Pokemon. She's playing a fire deck. My turn. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with the... oh, hold on. Do I want to play that? I'm going to... Yeah, I need to put something down. All right, so I'm going to put a second Mankey down. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Pokeball. There's a Marshadow. So I'm looking for a Marshadow and an Aerodactyl, which I would need my old Amber. And with that, I'm going to end my turn. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I was going based on the name. All right. All right. So, Anne's got a play here. So, Puppetar, got a Moltres EX in the back. And we're going to go ahead. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right. Good strike for 20. Going to go ahead and put a Prime Ape Evolution. I'll go ahead and assign this 1 energy point. And with that, I'll go ahead and ask Giovanni to help out. And I'll attack. And sorry about that, Anne. I didn't mean to misspeak there on that. Okay. Let's see how this is going to turn out. We got a heap more. We got Moltres, and there's a Salazzle. Very nice. Okay, Moltres to the active spot. Moltres is going to be ready to heat up the bench. Okay, there's Blue again. Blue holding it down. And with that, my turn. All right, so I've got the old Amber. I'll go ahead and place that down. I'll put a point of energy on that old Amber. Oh, I hate when that happens. I do the same thing, Ann. I do that all the time. Either that or I talk so much during the stream that I forget I run out of time. Okay, so with that, I've got X speed I'm not going to use. I'll go ahead and throw a punch. And with that, hands back up. Let's see what he has in mind for me this turn. Oh, yeah. All right, there's a... Let's see how the coins flip go. Well, 1 out of 3, not the greatest. Yeah, that's a good question, Tyler. Could be on. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and evolve to Aerodactyl. I'm going to use X speed for Primate. Going to go ahead and retreat back. I'm going to bring Aerodactyl to the front. Go ahead and assign this second energy point. Yeah. And with that, actually what I'll do is I'll play a Sabrina. Yeah, sometimes you just don't get the hand you really need. I've been pretty impressed with Aerodactyl. 2 energy. It's only a single stage evolution and 80 points of damage plus the ability can really make a difference. All right, so we got Magma on the bench. Moltres with a second point of energy. There's a nice 30-point strike there. I got Primeape. I'm going to go ahead and put a point of energy over on Marshadow for the Revenge. Going to upgrade Mankey to Primeape just as a backup. And with that, I'll go ahead and attack. All right, Moltres back to the active spot. Good 70-point strike there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ask Sabrina to help me out. That Moltres is looking pretty tough. And with that, I'll finish up the match. Good match. Yeah, great. You had a great match there. Sorry that you had that misclick happen. Sometimes all it takes is one misclick and a couple of cards in the wrong order. But I can continue on. Let's see. I also had... let's see. Earthling, are you still there? Yeah, we'll definitely play again. Let me see if Earthling is out there. Earthling just had a question. I'm not sure exactly if Earthling was looking to play or not. What I'll do is I'll try to queue up one time to see if Earthling's there. Then if not... I know I still have... I think I still have Peter on as well. Let me see if Earthling's there by chance. I'm queuing up. If Earthling, you're there, I'm going to queue up as budget game, all lowercase. All right, I found someone. Okay, so I got on Ann again. All right. Let's yeah, Tyler, I agree with you. It's like a Starmie deck. I actually really enjoy playing it. I wish you're on a random match, Peter. Oh, okay. It's good that we got some viewers versus viewers as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put Mankey to the front, and I'll put a Marshadow on the bench. And with that, I'll start the battle. Hit start. All right, so we've got an EV. I see fire energy in the back. So we could be looking at a Flareon evolution. Flareon, I really enjoy Flareon with my budget Blaine deck. Got a Pokeball, so I'm going to go ahead and start there. Hitmonlee, I'll take a Hitmonlee. And then I'm going to hold out for that old Amber for my Aerodactyl. No energy to assign, so I'm going to hand it over to Puppetar. All right, take care, Tyler. Thanks for connecting in. I'll be back on again tomorrow night if you happen to be available. Appreciate the watch time, Tyler. Take care. Okay. So is this a sacrifice? All right. All right, so let's see what I've got going this time. So I'll go ahead and do the Primeape evolution. And assign that point of energy. Here's an example where when you lose the coin flip, it's like, well, you know, You at least get, when you win the coin flip, you get first evolution. So here's Primeape already with 1 energy. I'm now to 1 energy. And it's kind of nice on that sense. But my preference is to usually lose the coin flip. All right, so there's an early strike there. All right, thanks, Tyler. Assigned it to the active spot. We're looking at double fire energies in the zone. It doesn't look like we have a 2 energy deck coming our way. There's a Salazzle evolution. Pokeball will definitely help out. Get a little more bench strength going. There's Moltres. Point of energy fire to Moltres. Professor's Research. Let's see if Professor Oak can help out Puppetar. Okay. All right, Mythical Slab. Another Moltres. And just waiting. All right. And Kay, I'll go ahead and ask you a question, and you may or may not know this. I didn't actually know it at first myself. So Mythical Slab will only pull Psychic Pokemon. So you may already know that, but I just see that you're playing a fire deck. But if you didn't have any Psychic Pokemon in your deck, it won't actually pull anything. So I didn't actually understand that at first, and I watched it a couple times, and I actually had another viewer didn't realize that as well. So I'm not sure how tuned in you are to that card, but I just thought I would mention it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and what do I got going here? Marshadow. I've got a miss. I've got 2 Aerodactyls, but no Ambers. I'm going to go ahead and assign Marshadow point of energy. And with that, I'll attack for a punch. Okay, so Salazzle's up to 2 energy. Needs 1 fire, 1 colorless, so it's set to go. There's Professor Oak coming in to help out. Pokeball. Bring a little bit more bench help. There's Magmar. And there's a nice 60-point strike. All right, I'm going to start off with Professor's Research. I'm going to go ahead and assign a point of energy to Hitmonlee. I'm going to play this Pokeball. It gives me a second Mankey. I think what I'll do here at this point... I'll go ahead and... I'll play the Mankey. No. I'll just go ahead and attack. Okay. I see the waiting for opponent to return. There's Moltres EX to the active spot. Second to energy assignment. And another Inferno Dance. Trying to heat up the bench. Let's see how the coin flips go. Two heads, very nice. That heating up the other Moltres EX on the back. All right, let's see here. Kind of looking through my options. I'll start with the professor's research. There's a Sabrina. Got lots of cards, but not the ones I'm looking for. I will go ahead and put this energy on Marshadow. And I'll attack. All right. Let's see what's in store for me this turn. There's a good strike, a KO there. Nice score. I'll put Marshadow to the front. And with that, go ahead and strike. All right, good match. Definitely a good match. Saturday night fight night. Down to the last 40 minutes of Saturday night, and before too long, it's Sunday for me. Okay, good match, NK. All right, do I have anyone else out there? Anyone else out there who's new, who hasn't had a match yet? I see I still have some others on. All right. Let me real quick check first. Peter, are you ready for another match, or are you good? Think I probably still have Peter. Just waiting a moment. Nope. We might. All right. So let's see if and Kay, I'm going to give one more match to Peter. He's been waiting for a while now. And then after that, we'll be back to you. All right. So, Peter, if you want to go ahead and queue up, budget game, all lowercase. All right. Searching right now. All right, there he is. Level 46, free to play. Amazing. 1,000 victories. Goodness. All right, let's see what Ditto has in store for me this match. All right, I'm going to start with Mankey to the front and Hitmonlee to the bench. I'll hit start battle. Let's see what's in store. Mew EX. All right. So maybe we got a Psychic deck going this turn. I see Psychic Energy in the queue. I'm going to go ahead and place down the Marshadow and the Old Amber. That's the actual complement I'm looking for. And with that, I'll pull Professor's Research. Got a Sabrina, an X-Speed, and another Marshadow. So with that, I'll end my turn. So Ditto's going to get the first energy assignment, and we can get started. Mewtwo EX. Professor Oak going to help out Ditto. Ralts. Definitely going to see Gardevoir. Another Mew EX. Bringing all the heavy guns this match. There's that weakness. Fighting to Psychic. All right. Go ahead and place... do this evolution with Aerodactyl. Oh, yeah. Good luck, Anke. I hope you do. That would be great to get something really good, or maybe someday. I'm still trying to pull a God Pack. And with that, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and assign this. I need to think about this a second. Well, I will go ahead and assign that energy there. I'll do an X speed. I'm going to go ahead and retreat back. I'm going to go ahead and put Aerodactyl up front. And with that, I'm going to play Sabrina. All right. Yeah, you're bringing the big guns to this match, Peter. And with that, I'll end my turn. I gotta... Oh, okay. Yankee? Drotagon, that's a good one. All right. And energy all distributed around. We got Kirlia already. I'm going to go ahead and do this evolution down here. Assign this point of energy here. And I know this is going to probably all be for nothing if you've got Budding Expeditioner. You get Gardevoir going, Peter, and I'm in trouble. Oh, Vaporeon's a good one. Okay. Nice. All right. Yep, it happened. You got Gardevoir. Let the beatings begin. My Aerodactyl ability is not going to really be of much help. $50-point strike there. Gonna power up Marshadow. I'll just go ahead and attack. It's serious this time. Peter's got his poker face, his game face on. There's a great heal. Second heal, very nice. Yeah, you getting Gardevoir so quick really puts me against the ropes. All right, let's see what I can do here. Professor's research. I don't think there's a whole lot I'm going to be able to do at this point. Already given up 2, so it doesn't really make sense to put another Marshadow down. Got a 150-point strike coming my way. Yeah, I should have probably played Sabrina, but the 1 energy retreat, you'd come right back. So, yeah, not a whole lot I can do this match. Good match, Peter. Your Gardevoir, I mean, it's hard to beat Mewtwo EX when you can get Gardevoir active so early and have your cards out on the table. A good match there, Peter. Good way to finish that one off. All right. I think I'll do one more game with Ann May, and Kay, and then after that, Ann Kay, I'll probably go ahead and wrap up the stream for the night. But I'll be back on again tomorrow night doing more viewer battles, along with whatever decks I'm highlighting. Great match, Peter. All right, Ann, I'm going to go ahead and... If you want to go ahead and queue up. Well, this will be our last match of the night. Finish it off with a good one. Okay. Budget game, all lowercase. Yeah, I hear you, Peter. As soon as I'm done streaming, I'll be off to bed as well myself. All right. Last match of the night. NK against, this will be Puppetry, or is it Puppetry, against PK. All right, so I lost a coin flip this turn. Mankey to the front. Start the battle. Right, so we got landed to the front for Puppetry. Oh, Mewtwo EX, very nice. Fire energy in the queue. All right, filling out the bench. Mythical Slab. Card to the bottom of the deck. And all right, so I've got an Amber, so I'll play that. Got a Pokeball, so we'll see what Pokeball can summon me. Marshadow, I'll take Marshadow. Ask Professor Oak to help me out a little bit. Let's see what Professor Oak has in mind. 2 X speeds. Okay. So I'll go ahead and put this point of energy on Mankey. And I'll start with an attack. Low kick for 20. Let's see here. So we've got a Mewtwo EX. We got Fire as a current energy. We got Psychic energy in the queue. Moltres EX on the bench. Professor Oak gonna help out. All right, a fire assignment on the energy. Now Mewtwo EX has colorless, so that works out good. And it's my turn. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll do this Aerodactyl. With that, I'll assign a point energy to Aerodactyl. I go ahead and throw out Professor's Research, see if Professor Oak can help me out a little bit. All right, Primeape is going to go ahead and evolve from Mankey. I'll put Hitmonlee on the bench, so I got my bench filled out. And with that, I'll attack. So it's been a really fun night tonight. Viewer battles for 3.5 hours. Had a lot of great matches. Everyone has been very competitive in a very low-key, chill, kind of comfortable way. All right, so there's a Psychic Energy assignment to Mewtwo EX. It's got what it needs for its first attack. Another Moltres EX. Nice. 2 on the bench. Blue's going to come out and try to help reduce some of that damage. And it's my turn. Okay, so let's start with... We'll use an X speed. Go ahead and come back. I'll go ahead and retreat back. I'll put Aerodactyl to the front. And with that, I'll assign a second point of energy. And Aerodactyl will do a Land Crush. So that leaves 3 EXs. 3 EXs for NK on the bench. Mewtwo EX to the front. Okay, fire energy assignment. There's Magmar. Uh-oh. No worries, it happens all the time. And K. I do it all the time. Don't sweat it. And there's an attack. Okay, so let's see how I want to play this out. So I'll ask Sabrina to help out. All right, who's going to come to the front? Moltres EX. With that, I will assign this energy to Marshadow. And I'll attack. Alright, so Moltres EX is in the active spot. It's wounded down to 70. It needs 2 energy to retreat to pull some help from back on the bench. It will need a couple of X speeds or a leaf. Okay, let's see what NK has in mind. No worries, it happens. It's been a good match, though. Yeah, there's lots of different ways to play these things out. Peter's a great resource with over 2,000 match wins. All right, we'll go ahead and finish this off. But Ann, I'll be back on tomorrow night if you want to connect back in. I can get some more matches going. All right. Oh, that was a great night. Lots of fun. Go ahead and send a thanks here real quick. And with that... All right. Okay, well, hopefully... yeah, maybe on the weekend. Yeah. Yep. And I come on at 8 p.m. But yeah, maybe next weekend, look me up. It was fun getting some matches with you, NK. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the night. So thanks, everyone, for connecting in. I had a great number of matches tonight. Started off with Animotion. I had a match with Nico. Some matches. Damien. Hector stopped by. Peter has been here for most of the night with a lot of amazing matches. Tyler, it was fun catching up with Tyler as well. And then also had a few matches with NK. So great night of fun. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I think I covered everyone I had matches with. Pretty much 3.5 hours of viewer matches. A lot of fun. I'll catch everyone. I'll be back on tomorrow night at the same time, 8 p.m. West Coast time. And as always, I like to end it with let's battle. Take care, everybody.